All right, all right, all right. Let me get set up. Let me get set up. Let me get set up. Already got a like up in this bitch. Okay. Purple Paradise is here. Is her. Is her. Is her. I'm gonna look at it right here. Let me look at my other studio. Cause you got some clowns say I bought subscribers, but I didn't. The hell with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna listen to them fools. Well, Purple Paradise, also known as Purple Pill Always Here. I'm gonna break this down. Um, for those know that what I got on the screen is, you know, what's going on new is I'm about to talk about some shit it's been on my mind since last year. Ever since I studied, I think the Matrix and those movies when I was younger and learned about the movie and then coming to these newer spaces, I've heard about it back in the day, like the blue pill, the red pill is the basic terms, right? I had an argument with Eisen once last year about this. And I said, what's this purple pill nonsense? You know, I kept hearing around last year and they kept talking about it. I said, this space, to me, forgets the principles of blue and red. And they had this shit. And then all the other dumb shit like nerd pill and all this whack ass pill like pink pill. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And then when I heard it's purple pill, it basically means they said you're almost half in red, blue, and blue pill, but it's a bunch of nonsense, to be honest with you. To me, purple pill is like close to the blue pill because look how dark it is. I call it purple paradise. You know, you have that mindset. You was never red pill in the first place. That's why I tried to tell him. And then he kept arguing, no, it's like they're halfway through. No, they're not. If you're red pill, it has to be a darker color. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, it is. It is really blue, and I have a issue with that. You got a lot of dudes in these spaces now. It's always been purple pill. I mean, I'm gonna break it down to you. The first two spheres taught red pill. Okay, the blue pill is society. I think the society of the blue pill is kind of like what you see now, not just the internet, but anything that's the regular Disney World, like Fantasyland, like unawareness, right? The system, or the avatar, what they'll say, the blue pill. That's blue pill to me. It's unaware. The red pill, we know it's awareness and it means enlightenment. So if you're in the enlightenment and the truth, open your eyes to the red pill, you have that knowledge. Now, purple pill to me is a paradise. It's kind of like most people try to say it's like red. It's not really red. It's semi blue pill, but that purple, what you see on this screen right here, I'm gonna go to it because I'm gonna get out of the little thing right up in here. This is the shit I'm talking about. The purple pill nonsense, man. What we talk about, the half and half. But then you have a space full of dudes claiming they're red pill, but actually they're more purple pill than you think. They believe in a lot of stuff. They believe all in the silly stuff that you see today. But what you see today is um, you see a lot of people in conjunction with those pills. But purple pill is basically you have those type of knowledge. So just give me 1 second. I'll be back. Yeah, back to the point. Yeah, this space, I agree with Tasha. This space has been very, very purple pilled. It's never been red pill. It's been hijacked. and I won't break down the first manosphere. The first manosphere was really talking about how the blue pill society, what you say, like I would say we was talking about what we was talking about slavery, we was talking about all types of shit, black power shit, all that shit. The so-called conscious community to me is more blue pill. Okay. They're stuck in the ways of the system that the people that's running this country and the world, right? That's blue pill to me in a deeper level sense, right? Now, red pill can be a lot of things. Now, the relationships like 20%, me personally. I don't think it's a real thing. Red pill to me is like more enlightenment. You more into your real side of the point. But what I've noticed, it comes very, very real to others. But what bothers me about red pill is like it had a purpose. It had a meaningful purpose. What was going on in life. So when you're red pill, you understand the alignment of change. You understand natures of people, but it's also the awareness of how systems work and actually the matrix and the avatar. So red pill is basically pure content because back then in 1.0 in Soul and Black's time, and I remember his time very well because I watched certain videos of his, and I think Sergeant Willie P. They was talking about real stuff, real issues, not just feminism, but the world in general. Talk about systems, political systems, and all that. We was on some politics shit. We was on some non-partisan politics back then. I think Wacky mentioned it on this channel, and he said, that's red pill in a nutshell, enlightenment. Now we got the black pill. That's that secret pill or the dark pill. And my perspective of black pill, you got two ideologies. You're dealing with the nihilist perspective and the utilitarian perspective. And that's my assumption of it. And here's the thing. You got two sides of the same coin, right and left, both believe in various things. But I think me and Kuda talk about this on this channel. It means stillness. I will mention that in the future about stillness. I don't know what stream. I might do it next month. But stillness is what I'm going to be talking about in the future. We're gonna cover that. It's a lot of stuff I covered on his channel, on his platform. I will make a stream about that. That's the only one I would make. So my future streams, I already know what's coming. Friday, check out the Black versus Red Pill. That's on the 25th. I know someone gave me a like on that. That's pretty good. I'm getting a lot of views off the Negro Teenth is the best or just foolishness, right? That's why I'm getting a lot of views. So someone in the chat in Platinum last time, Mr. Gnome Lightside, trying to tell me I ain't getting no views. Fuck out of here because you ain't got no real content. You be beefing with Angry Man and everybody else talking about his grandmother and shit. I don't do shit what you do, son. So stay in your lane and get some real content. And I did not buy no subscribers. I hate when people say shit like that, but I ain't got nothing to say for that fool. That fool always want to talk. He said, your stuff's garbage. I said, your shit's garbage, son. I was saying it and trolling in chat. And this is why I mean the purple pill idiots like him. You got idiots like him and the rest of them thinking they're red pill. And they're purple pill as hell. They blue pill as fuck. They want the same shit. The circle jerk trolling. It's garbage as hell. And they're fucking trash. And this is why I agree with Ty City. If you notice that no one never fuck with each other, I'm more red pill than these suckers in combined. I've been doing this shit for decades almost. The fuck out of here. But anyways, about one pro. Yeah, new. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going in today. These whole ass niggas ain't shit. And this is why they be on MOT's dick a lot. MOT don't care nothing about them niggas, man. Hell, he's been fighting what you call Black First Media. I let them kill each other. So I don't give two fucks about them niggas. But anyways, they get on my nerves. Yeah. Naturally. Mine's natural. Never clout chase. I'm gonna tell you why. I went through hell with this channel. If anybody knows me, it's Wacky and Elder Young One. But you got niggas in this space are so goddamn delusional and reaching. They mad because of one person. They mad of Angry Man. I don't care what Angry Man does. That's his business. Let him be successful. Let him be. That's why I don't mention his name in content because I don't want that heat from him because big YouTubers, let me get big first. Then I can say, be on equal footing. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to attack people up like that. No, I let them hurt themselves. Then I take their spot. It's competition. This is Grizzly right here. But you got dudes in these spaces thinking they're red pill, but they're not. See, 1.0 didn't tolerate that. We ran you off the block. Okay. Then you got 2.0. They deal with esoteric knowledge. Now, they did practice blue and red. But the problem is they mentioned black pill to me. Thanks to BGS, I learned a lot about them. They have their little groundwork game. I give them respect from, I would say, like 2014 and on down, because that's when I left around that year. And I did my thing. And I'm just saying, like, dude, I'm not in the mood to fight everybody off this shit, man, because y'all are inconsistent. Y'all trying to get mad about what 2.0 did, and we laid the groundwork, and you dudes is fucking around, man. I just don't understand the concept of people. They're so fucking dumb, man. But back to the point, 2.0 did teach what we teach, but the thing is more intellectual, though. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Oh, what's going on, dude? Salute. But that's the whole concept. I would say 2.0 basically stuck to the point, but that black pill stuff I heard from them thanks to BGS, and I've seen every last one of them. That's what I mean by the black pill is it is what it is. It deals with the reality of the matrix. It's amoral, but it's also you got two sides of the black pill. You know, his last video, and that's the one you deal with. And I'm gonna mention stillness thanks to Kuda. I will talk about that in the future next month. And I don't know. I want to do some research on that. But yeah. I see what's going on, Queen. But yeah. I'm gonna get to the point. 2.0 was very successful. I agree with Kuda. Very, very, very successful. Very, very, very successful. So it's one of those things you get used to, right? But to come to find out, they were still doing esoteric knowledge. I think 3.0 started, 2018? And this is where it's kind of weird. They stopped talking about red and blue and black, right? But they ended up talking about this purple pill madness. And I'm just saying like this. You're in a purple pill paradise. I'll call it purple pill. I call it purple paradises here. You already got it in this space. You got it in when dudes talk about the 3.0 thing. I think he mentioned there's two versions of the 3.0. You have the brain trust. You have the stream team. Now Kuda and Ty City were the kings of stream team. Them other two fools kind of compromised it. I call him Mr. Fittinelli and the chess piece, Blank Changer. A lot of people know him as Game Changer, right? Now he's in war with your other boy. So yeah, them two is obsolete. But all I gotta say about that is like Kuda had a plan and it just didn't go fruition. And those guys, you saw the split, and you saw the split in March. That happened with me and them in that situation. But that's why I learned I don't mess with them dudes like that. I don't agree with everything they say, but they had some good concepts. Now, brain trust oversaturates everything. The problem with brain trust, he always talked about me section. I said this on a panel of Kudas, and I said that's all he talks about, and that's why he's so far behind, right? And they can't go forward. So they allow dudes that's become Johnny Come Latelys. I call them the people that's going to be coming in. They think they're red pill. They're pseudo red pill, but actually they're more purple pill / blue pill, because they're in a purple paradise. And it's called purple pill paradise, where I more likely call it. I'm going to put that in the description later after I get done with the stream. But yeah, it's purple pill paradise, man. It's madness. They think they're really red pill. They try to say red pill is about female nature. It's far from that. No, it's really about enlightenment. You understand a lot of things, not just finance and people who runs this planet, but see, you're dealing with avatars of the world. So you're dealing with people, especially online, is a small fraction of it, but in the real world, how you can deal with society. I'll mention that Friday, that it won't work. And it's certain truths that you don't want to deal with. So I think when you deal with the red pill knowledge, you understand how the world works. You're getting next to the dark pill, right? See, purple pill is in the blue pill arena. Because when you deal with purple pill people, they actually semi-red pill, they're pseudo red pill, but they actually really blue pill on the low. because purple pills like they paradise. It's like purgatory. They just want to be seen, and then they just like, yeah. But I don't think they are a queen. They had their chances for like 3 years. I'm waiting them to get on their fifth year, and they blew it because of the split between Stream Team and all that. And they've been in war with each other for years. I've noticed that last year, and now you see this shit is just so ridiculous. I don't even care about them right now. They on life support. They're not making content, and they boy messed it up for them. So they ain't got nobody over there producing real content. So yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it was. And no, they weren't. That's 3.0 shit. They the ones that gave up on that. I call them purple pill in general. They was nothing red pill about them. They was just really blue pill. They just want to say fuck all the pills. So that's that purple pill mindset. That's that purple paradise I'm talking about. I've been wanting to do content on that since I came back in 2021 in the beginning of the winter months when we was all locked down. I've been wanting to do that for a long time because I felt like these dudes and their followers are way purple pilled, man. They want to go back and deal with the marriage thing. I ain't got no problem with people getting married. That's great. But everybody's not gonna get married. It's like a dime a dozen. So it's like a catch-22 type thing. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about content and things like that. And that's just the whole point. I think marriage is like I think what the BGS said, it is kind of blue pillish a little bit, but it can be red pillish in a way. It's a trick to both because what you're dealing with, what's going on, She, is just, I don't understand what's going on with the concept of those two. A lot of people try to say, oh, we need a concept of red pill philosophy. Well, red pill philosophy, basically, you're just looking for enlightenment. I mean, the female aspect is just 20%, me personally. But when I think about purple pill, it's more blue pillish as hell because they're in paradise, man. That's what I believe. Because last year, what I saw was ridiculous. They worship one man, talking about he's high value, but then he said a woman's like average or best. But to me, that dude's a smoke screen. That's their leader, and you already know JX is their leader too. The big homie, the big homie called by Kuda. But that's y'all's current leader. That's y'all's 4.0. That's what we're in now. It's here. So you see the divide. They already got the game versus non-game as a civil war tactic. So here you go. Here you go, niggas. Go fetch. And they did a good job. This is why I made the stream based off that. Purple Paradise is here. But that's what it is. That's what you got. That's what you got. That's what you got. A lot of people claim that, but they're really not practicing it. It's just, I'm not going to say they are red pill, but I question what they say half the time. And a lot of it can be political. You can see in arguments and streams I've seen last year. This is based off last year, my assumption. Thanks to Ty City for breaking it down. But I understand what was going on. But I had to do this content. I said, you know what? These dudes is not red pill. If they was really red pill, they would be talking about a lot of things different besides, the relationships, because that's a hustle. But what I've noticed, what Ty City was right, and I think the new manosphere, they don't want to deal with red pill content. And it's kind of interesting they're leaving groups behind. But you got civil wars. What I've noticed from February to this month, a lot of people still divided on the issue. So you got people that support red pill content, and that's the thing. It's just how it is. Let's read the comments. Let's go here. Me too, but it's like a lot of dudes like dreaming like kids has really changed these chicks overnight. No, he hasn't. They still don't care. Ty City broke that down. And he said they really don't care. They don't care about this pill stuff, I've noticed. But the guys that's really red pill, the ones that's actually doing it, they showing it works. It's only a handful I can say is red pill, but that's my observation. I'm not saying anybody in here is not red pill, but I'm just saying if you are living that lifestyle, you have to. It's not just jobs; it's the concept of what you're doing. If you believe in that, it's certain philosophies out there you can believe, but it's a lot. Question: do men who don't support marriage support single parenting by default, or no kids, or help me understand? Well, the ones they don't support single parenting, they don't support marriage. Those people, what do they call them? Saboteurs and things like that. I heard from DS1. But the ones that support family, those are real men. It's two types of red pill men. You got the ones deal with the alignment of family, and the other you're dealing with, I would say, rugged individualism, red pill. And then here's the deciding factor: the two ideologies of black pill, like I use on this channel. I think I use the term utilitarianism that deals with family and morals, and then you deal with the nihilistic aspect of the rugged individual. So that's what you're dealing with. But but that's what I see in these spaces. But yeah. Yeah, it's a combination of that. What's going on, Sir Anthony? What's going on? But yeah, man, it's a combination. In a way, yes. What's going on, Bunker? Yeah. But I'm using Owlman and what you gonna call it? I would say Batman. When I saw that last Black Pill video, I understand more. And he's saying 4.0 is done. Technically, it's not done. It's not, because you got, what's his name? Your leader and the big homie, they call the shots now. I ain't seen no 5.0 yet. It doesn't exist unless y'all got to do something. Y'all got to have skin in the game. Y'all late. I'm not on no 5.0 stuff. I'm on some what you call it, future Manosphere X type stuff. Everybody's moving different paths. Soul and Black chose Rumble. Who else? Everybody's moving around in the sphere. So yeah. Oh, so you create 5.0. Well, you got to have a team of guys that's going to believe in you. They're going to look at you side-eyed first. I mean, I like your point, perfect timing, but you got to have a foundation of what you believe, man. Because I'll give you an example. 3.0 deals with what you call it, the Sapio stuff. They deal with the technology, fourth industrial revolution. That's where we are now. But 4.0 is what you dealing with, this madness now with Kwame Brown and your boy. That's purple pill to me. That's 4.0 stuff. They already hijacked, and I think Kuda mentioned this. If you don't have your gear up, yeah, they took it, but they can have that. Then he said 5.0 is what he said, cool table on Roger Report every morning. Yeah. That's part of it. Y'all want to be a part, that's cool. But Roger be good with it. But y'all have to have a real concept though, because a lot of people ain't gonna take that one seriously. But I'll give you, okay, I'm gonna be fair. I'll give you this year. By next year, y'all got to produce something outside this world, because the world's changing. It's going to be who's going to follow it or not. And then you're going to have another, I don't think it's going to be no 6.8.0. No, I'm just going to call it X. If most people call it man. So I'm on that type of time. I'm on some futuristic stuff. What's going to happen? But we'll see. Well, yeah, it's more than just beef, and it's the guy that they pick 4.0. You already know it's going to get to 1 million, and you already got Kwame Brown. That's your 4.0 right there. That's who hijacked the manosphere. There you go. News said they're all frivolous. Oh shit. Yeah, they are at this point. I don't care what X would be considered. I was in the original BGS call center, and what I am is 3.0 or something. The fuck this man. Okay, the man. This is getting to be like more like, yeah, in a way, PK, man. Like when I first came back in these spaces, I was studying 2.0. I think it was BGS, Angry Man, Old Man, known as Obsidian, and then you got what's his name, O'Shea. That's why I came back in. I will say like 2019. I was sky watching and watching replays, but I will say about the COVID years, I was watching BGS the whole time. Y'all know my story. I was dapping dudes up, and then I became a panelist later, and then doing this type of content later. So, it's just one of those things. And I'm just saying, like, all those years. See, 3.0 had a chance and they was waiting on the anniversary, but they had like a pivotal stop because of COVID. They bounced back, I think, the next year and did some content. And then the split became, it was a lot of division in 3.0. I will tell you that much. And it didn't last long. You see it now. Now 4.0, what you see now is your boy and what's his name? Kwame and others. What you seeing now. And then, of course, the big homie JX. That's the purple pill people I'm talking about. That's the paradise that we're in now. So now it's like there's going to be some sides taken. Some people is going to take the red or the blue again. It's like a little phase. You get into it. Main Street's trying to get a ball into it, but we'll let them know that there's some real red pill people here. Now, Tommy is doing a little work on that. Everybody wants a piece, man. It's like these NBA playoffs, man. Like I don't get people, man. It's crazy, man. Let's go on third. Well, yep, that's what I'm talking about. These are the purple paradise, purple pill paradise. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about dudes that actually want to destroy the red pill fabric. But I'll cover the rest of it. I will say Friday and get in depth about the difference between the two that won't go mainstream and alternative media. But we'll discuss that another time. But I'm just explaining why the purple pill is more relevant because it's common now. Now people are trying to create more point O's. We'll see. And that's just it. Yeah, I don't want to congratulate fools that start wars, man. Like I've seen this space come left and right, but it's a good concept. Oh, damn, 8 out of the box. Great. Yep. I ain't gonna read all that. Okay. Division is all the point O's are the side of the master has gotten away from the original master. Oh, new man. They've been gone. They've been gone. I think all the points has made. It's just I don't even know what to tell you, man. I don't even know what to tell you. New, it's gotten so bad. I got stories on how sorry people done became, and they just gave up and say, "Hey, I'm just gonna throw in the towel." You know what I mean? Like what I'm seeing in these spaces, man, they get emotional, and the content increases, and they just it's like crazy at this point. But yeah, man, like what I'm seeing now, it's not gonna go back to it, man, because especially with 2.0, they 1.0, 2.0 did its thing. 3.0, you had a Civil War division, Stream Team versus Black Brain Trust. That's all that was about, and that went like a bonfire. And now you're dealing with this new thing, what they call the Manosphere. What they say, the new Manosphere, like what Ty City said. Yeah. But he said something interesting, and then I'm glad I named the title, like I said, Purple Paradise. That's all it is. It's here. And Ty City is correct. And I saw his new Manosphere live streams, and it confirms what I'm seeing. They're your leaders. You got a female, you got a tailor-made finesse male, and then you got the former athlete male. Those are your leaders. Pick a side, baby. And then yeah, that's what you got. So that's what's currently running right now. So we're gonna see how it's gonna last and goes. It's a good analogy. Red pill is straight up water the fuck down, pseudo at best. Yes, it's pseudo red pill, what we're saying. And that's why I call this title The Purple Paradise is Here, man. It's a mess. It's a mess. Oh, you already know your leaders, man. Like the three I just mentioned. I'm doing my own thing. That's good, man. Do your own thing, man. That's best to do. Is instead of following individuals that done divide 3.0, it's best to do your own thing. Because 1 minute you want to be that dude, and it's gonna come in a way. So that's what I try to do, and I think I did the right thing. So and yeah, the Manosphere is a whole nother animal, man. Just keep doing your thing and just be efficient. Because I really enjoy talk about different things besides the the female aspect of it. That's just a small fraction of what's going on. Just get your mind right and get yourself ready or survival, and just learn how to be proper men. But the females, they just learn for what men want and things like that. That's just a piece. But the thing is, man, we got to maintain focus. You know, people's got their own thing. You know, I'm not preaching rugged individualism or family. I'm just saying you can live amongst each other. That's just a choice of the two. Those are your two choices in life. I look at them as choices, because what happens is your choices get lively like that, and it gets good. You know, you don't worry about it as much. And I think part of it is you're learning something. So when you get to this level, you get on fire with it. Yeah. Oh, what's going on, VA? Salute. And yeah, man. Exactly. There's a huge temptation going along with the fuck shit, but I'm like, nah, I'll just be a tiny jump. Yeah, you got to, man. Like, that's how I started out. When I started out on YouTube the first time, my first channel, and it got flagged around 2012 when this channel was created, and it grew. My channel didn't grow until after I left the spaces in 2014 in the 1.0 era. And that's when BGS and Angry Man flourished. I came back in 2019 because I came from the workplace, and I'm just blossomed. And then I didn't get thousands of subscribers somewhere around that year, the end of around this time in the months. And my shit grew organically, and now it's grown since these months in the summer of this year, because I came back and doing content again at 2021. In the beginning, I did pre-records. I did a lot of things, so I improved a lot since then with these streams, and try to get better with different topics. But but it ain't easy. But take your time, man. I mean, I've seen people explode it. You got to be a little catchy with your topics, and you'll be all right. I mean, you did good in that debate, so we already know where you're gonna go from here. Now it's just keep doing your content, get your information up, and you'll be on point. So yeah. I'm just getting irritated with all the bullshit, Wayne. I wasn't even gonna do a manosphere content on my channel. Yeah, we feel Manosphere hypocrites were productive men, fuck Pookie, but proceeds to threaten people's lives over different opinions. Men calling other men pussy, first niggas, but got baby mamas and men who support. Yeah, man, that's the stuff we talking about, man. And he said rainbow men. I'm laughing. That's just, it's sad, man. But that won't last forever. It's like who to predict it. And but you're right, man. I appreciate you. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. And I thought that you were going to do industry content. Oh, okay. He's talking about the new. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you can do what you want. I mean, if you want to create a 5.0, I mean, the Roger makes sense. I mean, if you want a 5.0 and you want a family structure like a Manosphere Light, you can have a balance between men that's, I can't say SYSBM because I think they support family too overseas. I'm not sure. They're under fire on this side of the social media or social network. I would say Google and YouTube, because the leaders of it, I would say Mad Bus Driver and the Templar guy that SKC mentioned to Black First Media, they under fire. They on Patreon, so they on a whole nother level. So but I ain't gonna get into that. I don't think they represent the Manosphere, but they're separate from the Manosphere. But they got Manosphere members, yes, but I think that's a whole nother thing if you want to include them in it, because I don't think they're gonna join your little group. But you'll see. You just got to reach out to them. But Roger's a good fit because he knows this space longer than anybody. So it'd be Roger. I don't know about Charles, but the rest of the guys will be on that panel. They'll fit in your little group. I do see that. Appreciate it though. But yeah, man, like, yeah, you got to get used to it, man. And that's the context you got to get into. So, I got 8 people in the chat. Damn. That's what happens when you get subscribers. I just put electrical stuff on my channel. It's certain everything, but I also stated in my first MGTOW vid, this ain't just YouTube thing. Yep. Gotta do that, new. And he said rainbow men. Rogers relatively new. Yeah, he is. But I'm just saying for perfect timing, I mean, he's a good pick for him for his membership. But I'm just saying he's learning. It's a lot of guys is coming. I mean, that's what y'all want. And he said it on his platform. Yeah, that's a good fit. I mean, if you want to fit them, that's y'all's group. I mean, that's cool. But Sister George is part of this purple pill thing. She's part of this paradise. She's on the other side. But hey, but she's in that group as well. So I don't know. Because they might not talk about pills and stuff. Y'all may want to get away from the matrix stuff. We'll see. Because some of them believe in that stuff, man. That's just it's a mess right now. But you know, 4.0 is here because you got the two guys and the female that's running it. She's up next. We call her the big homie. Shouts out to DJ Cuda. And he mentioned what he said. It's probably best you don't know. Just do. I'm tired of everyone sounding the same. It's the same old lot of women's channels too. Yeah, you know, it's saturated, man. It's a market. It's money. That's part of it. I try not to be on this channel. I try to be a little different. So, you know. And I think AM is tired of it too. I saw a stream earlier in Skywatch, and he said the same thing. I'm done talking about that. If you ain't talking about improving your money, you get lost. Same with Grant. Shouts out to those two. But I know what so definitions are, but I choose Brody my way into the category that I like. Yeah, that's cool. 5.0. I don't think I sound most of these guys around here. Queen, he's responding to her. Appreciate you, Queen. That's why on our channel over at the For the Record, we stay away from repetitive manosphere content and gender war topics. We want our channel to be one-on-one, not one of many. Exactly. That's why I like your channel, Third Ward. It's when you did the project, it's very different. It's not manosphere content. It's more like y'all. You got Brandon L, aka Bitcoin L, shouts out to him, and Topaz. That's a great team that y'all got. That right there can work. You know what I'm saying? It's non-manosphere content. This is kind of like I've seen this done over, what's his name? Red Sings the Blues did something like that with his buddy, Distinguished Gentleman, and a few other guys. But if they get away from it, you'll have your separate content in your brand. So yeah. Supreme Mathematics, Red and Black Pill, and Life Experience is what I do. No, we'll talk about that in the next video. I don't think you are, man. To me, if you're taking in this red pill content and you're married, BJS will tell you more red pill than you think, because it depends. Because you may never know, man. Because I've seen married dudes survive. Look at Angry Man. He'll tell you. He'll tell you firsthand. Because you'll be that dude to get lucky in this knowledge, man, because they ain't no telling what happens. But you're fine over here. So you're gonna get all that. You're not purple pill. Purple pill's dudes like I would say what you got now, and Kwame trying to go back to the blue pill system. So, and then you got this female running around the avatar as the leader. That's a shame, but you know, it's been watered down, like News said. But it's kind of tricky. He said it depends. He told you it depends. Yeah, it depends. Let's read this. For record, TV is not Manosphere, nor we do claim Manosphere. However, we do have affiliations with certain people in the Manosphere and get supported by certain people from the Manosphere. That's, you know, Third World, the bigger you get, you'll get non-Manosphere people. If I keep sharing y'all stuff and then mention from other sectors, they'll come. It takes, you know, I know it takes time, but you'll get there. If y'all say something catchy, y'all be up the top. I'm just saying, oh damn, first time I got 10 out of the box. Yay, I done broke a record. Look at me. But you know what I mean? That's just what it is, man. You say so, but hey, tell that to Ty City, man. Cause he said it best. You don't even have to claim a label. Just be you. Yeah. He's just telling you. News telling you. He's telling y'all in the chat. Honestly, nothing bird. I'm just telling you what the topic is, man, because I see a lot of purple paradise. Like a heaven up in this space, man. It ain't even red pill no more. Whoa. It's gonna turn blue on me real quick. I'm like, what in the hell? The what? I mean, y'all are wild, man. You're wild. And this is what we got, man. It's just we up in here. 20 views already. Damn. Up in here. Everybody's in the chat moving. Yeah, man. Oh, what's going on, Renaissance chick? Bronzeberg, what's going on, man? Purple ices. Ah, man. I respect the pill ideology. I just call myself Bronzeberg. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, purple drink. Yeah. The funny part, this whole topic is real suckers don't get called out. Well, they get called out by Ty City and a few others, man. I mean, it's a handful, but you see them like what you're seeing now. Yeah, they see it. News the only one calling it out, but you don't have to say their names. They show themselves, man. It's funny. But when they get really put to the test, I'll talk about it this Friday. You'll see the difference why they don't like. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. I don't see who's in the chat. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing it now, but yeah, man. I mean, these topics is crazy, man. Like I make 5 point out of my ass, sucker shit. That's funny. Well, I mean, Top C's been calling it since probably last year, but at the time I wasn't even subscribed to them. They've been calling it out, but that's the whole point, man. Like you had to get used to it. But yeah, man, people been on that tip. I've learned a lot from last year when the COVID thing hit, and you had to get used to it. But that's the thing, man, because when you see a society that's collapsing and whatever and surviving it, man, you know, the politics came into it. It got real bad, man. But that's when I start hearing these pills, when they use the Matrix analogy, I think it was from 2.0, they was breaking it down like esoteric philosophy or something. Then I really got into it. Yeah, you should check him out, man. He's pretty good, man. Yeah, he's got some good content. And that's the thing. So that's the whole purpose of it. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be back. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, man. He's pretty good, but it's called the Logic Spirit. Let me get y'all hip to him. Describe my boy. Let's see. Let me see the Logic Spirit. I'm gonna throw his channel in the chat. Got 8 people watching. It's a record. Look at me. I'm talking about the Logic Spirit, man. I know Rashawn's on, but he busy. Yeah, I might do a little something. Yeah, see the logic sphere. Yeah. Y'all got me working. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna copy it, put it in the live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in here. Paste. Yeah, I just dropped it in the chat. If you didn't get it, yeah, I put it in the chat. Oh, this deserves a discussion. Yeah, I will put the link in a minute. But yeah, I got my thoughts on it. This society's messed up, man. Like I've noticed these dudes ain't really red pill, man. They just act crazy. I get like either you or me is glossy, misguided about the orders of events. Well, it's deeper than that, man. I mean, the events I've seen lately, I've been from different spaces and I've seen how things change. I've been in this space a lot longer than I think a lot of you guys and I think Wacky and others. We've seen this stuff all the time, but the pill stuff I think is popular in y'all side. Like it's huge. But I like what you said about the utilitarian part. I would love to discuss that with you Sunday. You know, if you have time, or whatever. You know, I might drop the link in just a minute so you can come up, PK. But you know, sound like a challenge. Okay, and let me drop this link. Hold on, I want PK to come up. But yeah, I want to see something for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna pin the link. I'm gonna pin the message. I ain't gonna drop no more. That's for PK if he wants to come up. Cause I'm seeing something that I've been seeing lately. But yeah, I'm gonna check this out. Hold on. All right, got 8 likes and okay. Yeah, I'll give you some links on the utilitarian part. Yeah. What's going on, bro?
What up, bro? What's going on, man?
Yeah. I saw your comment on the utilitarian part, man. Like, yeah, I've had like a couple of streams on it. And, you know, I was gonna do content on it, and I think I got pre-records on it too, the pros and the cons. I was like when I came back, you know, actually doing content again, because last year I was in a self-reflecting mode, you know what I mean, learning about what y'all was doing with different types of content, man. Like I'll say, y'all talk about this other stuff, philosophy and things like that. And I said, I want to like see what y'all was really talking about. Cause, you know, I was talking to the same people I knew from years ago. So it's like y'all on different things. But I understand the fourth industrial revolution. I think the brain trust kind of had like a little rut problem. And then I think this year, you know, of course, split with Zero and us. And now that happens. And then Kuda, that's a whole nother story. But, you know, I ain't going to get into that. You know, happen on Art of New. So you see the events. But I'm just saying, but when I did this topic, what Tasi was talking about, the purple pill, man, like, oh man.
Well, I mean, you gotta okay, so you gotta understand, man. A lot of you guys, like not you per se, but a lot of you guys are brand fucking new to the scene. So like, I don't know if you're aware, but prior to even Art New Style coming here, me and BGS were having discussions in the Coliseum years ago. Like, I don't know if you were there for that or if you were seeing it.
I was in the 1.0. We was discussing about nonpartisan. I think I was in my own little world. Even though I was part of the spirit, thanks to Wacky, he was talking about something similar to that. And I think BGS, he came when we left. I'll tell you like this. When I left in 2014, the spaces, I was looking for a job at that time, you know, because I think 1.0 did their little website, but what hurt them was there was not enough donations. So, you know, you can speak to Soul and Black and them two about that. They the only ones can tell you. And then some of the 1.0 guys kind of merged with y'all. I heard about the Coliseum stories. I think I've seen some of your old streams and seen around. I'm like, well, damn, you know. No, I'm not brand new. I'm familiar, but I understand that y'all do different things. Now I'm new to the black pill stuff. I'll say like 2019 when I came back and I learned BGS and stuff. I was like, well, damn, he's going into philosophy. I saw every one of them, even the last one. And I think when I did the what you call it, the utilitarian and the nihilist, thought that was interesting. And I had to break that down and see what's what. I had to do my own research on it. And I said, okay, what's this mean? And
Yeah,
he was saying that, yeah.
you really got to get into your own. Like, I appreciate that you actually did some footwork on it, because a lot of people don't understand anything about philosophy, let alone, you know, when we start to talk about, you know, different types, you know, when you start to get into brass tacks of it, a lot of people start to get lost. So I appreciate the fact that you went and actually did a video on it. So that's really cool.
I tried my best. I mean, me and Wacky discussed. He said, what made you do it? Well, if you learn about it from last year in COVID and learning about the 2.0 guys, they kept me up to speed, because what 1.0 kind of left, it was a lot of division. It was about money and things like that. And then people just didn't donate. It's the same thing what you see now. But I think 2.0 had a purpose, though. I think it did help a lot of people come to the space. I had to give some BGS some credit. I hate to say that, him and Anger Man. I said, yeah, they're efficient, besides the other two guys, because they're trying to do something like mainstream. I'm like, you know, Manosphere is not meant to be mainstream. It's really underground. It's very small. So
I mean, Angry Man, for instance, has had his channel shut down like damn near 6 or 7 times.
7 times, yes.
So I mean, like, when we talk about, and I mean, BGS has 2 channels. When I met him, he was streaming on. Actually, I think it was BGS Ibmore still. It might have been, but he took down all his old streams because he got struck a couple times.
Yeah, I remember.
And, he always he had some people going at him, you know, and they went after his family. So, you know, that's a part of the reason why. That's a part of the reason why the Coliseum is hosted now on Art of Immores and Art New Styles versus on his channel. That's the main reason.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, we were having some of these discussions, and we weren't actually had all the discussions that you guys ended up seeing were only the 8-hour portions. Okay, like for instance, on the Coliseum, we used to sit down for literally 8 hours. Like that's how long BGS would host a stream.
Oh yeah, I've seen those 8-hour streams, even the early ones on his channel.
Yeah, but you're missing the outtakes.
The outtakes.
Yeah. So what happens is after 8 hours, back on Google Hangouts, what would happen?
Oh, okay. You talking about the Hangouts? Yeah.
It would close the stream. Like it would close the stream. So after 8 hours, that's the only segment that you could see on YouTube. But we would stay on and talk for longer than 8 hours sometimes. That would happen quite often.
Yeah,
and we would get into the the philosophy discussions, and we would hash out some of our differences within those discussions. Because we all don't necessarily agree 100% on.
I've noticed that. That's good. I mean, that's great. That's great to hear from you. Saying,
I mean, there's overlap, but we're not 100% in lockstep. There is overlap, though. We do agree on, some of the things involving martiality and certain tenets of manhood. We agree to those, and we largely agree to red pill concepts. But there are, I think, hell, a lot of our members actually, kind of walk towards the black pill side of things. You know what I mean? Like, so for instance, this whole purple pill shit, this is relatively new.
Yeah.
This is relatively new.
Yeah. I've heard it from, what's his name? A content creator named Eisen. He was making fun of people not being red pill. I broke down what he was talking about, but basically it is red and blue. It's just purple's new. I saw this online in the Google search today. I'm like, they got all these damn purple pills trying to mix it with the matrix. It's weird to me. Ever since they make those series, it gets kind of tainted with the spirit too, because a lot of times people have new concepts and they don't even know about BGS. I've learned this from Roger Report's channel. Like some people just come in and add. Yeah, that's what happens when you're in the master too long. I mean, the first 1.0 it was against feminism, and then the females were a lot different back then. They just flagged you. They didn't care. I mean, if you talk to Wacky on this channel, he'll tell you they just ruthless. They didn't care until we made that website. It was a wrap. But see, I wasn't a part of it because I was like a millennial, and he was a millennial himself. I think he was too with the Gen Xers, like Complex and them. That's their generation, but the donation part aspect kind of hurt them at the end. I think 2014 they had a good run. 2.0 was trying to do something similar to that, but they stuck with the PhDs and things like that. I mean, y'all talk about a lot of stuff from Google Hangouts, and And I think it ended like what 2019. They said BGS beta test the StreamYards. I was like, well, I didn't know that. I got that from Kuda, and I didn't know that. That's deep, you know. But he said they had a good run, but he tried to do something with 3.0. He said them other two guys it didn't work out, but him and Todd City was cool though. They still cool to this day.
Well, what other two guys? I don't know who you're speaking of.
You know, Game Changing and your boy, I call Mr. Fitnelli, you know, fantastic, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't even know those two. I don't even. Okay, even Ty City, like, I mean, he's even him. He didn't come around until what 2016, 2017.
Yeah,
I mean, because BGS lambasted him at multiple points.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah, he came from Obsidian No Shade. He mentioned it. He's got a channel. You know, I posted in the chat, but he talks about a lot of stuff. And they mad at him because he created his own thing. But you know, that came from the Stream Team thing, and you know, and I think Complex mentioned it, but they're all cool. It's just everybody's got different ideas. You know how it is. And Brain Trust, I don't know what they're doing. Like they are, yes.
I mean, I like him. He's a good guy. I think that all the guys over there are pretty good people, but for the most part. However, yeah, their channel is pretty. I mean, they don't get a lot of traffic. You know what I mean? Like things like that. I do appreciate their voices and their inputs on topics, but I don't think that they had enough clout to put together their own channel efficiently.
Right.
I don't. Unfortunately, it didn't work out because I mean, I spent some time over there too. You know, back on the original Brain Trust. You know.
Yeah.
Before they made the new channel.
Yeah.
And that didn't get as much traffic either. So I mean.
Yeah, I remember. I started going to them around this time, and we kind of split after, you know, I would say like February, and they just went downhill. Gabe A told me about it, and it's just a mess. But yeah, man, like they had some good content, but I asked them about the Sapio stuff, and that's where it got really heated. That whole last year, I'll never forget that conversation. It completely left, and I think I did some streams on that as well over here this year, to try to confirm that. I was curious about it. I got it from a model. She claimed that she was a Sapio, but come to find out she was probably the other type of Sapio, you know. But, you know, hey, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. But you know, I had to ask him that, and he explained to me like the difference between two. He gives me this question. He said, "Do you want the one that looks, you know, they both look pretty? You want the one that have problems or no problems?" And I kind of answer him with no problems, but me, it don't matter at this point because most men will take the ones with problems anyway. Knowing these spaces these days, it's like, and Kuda said something, and they got him upset, and it was into that that stream with Zero, and it just went completely left, you know.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with that, man. I'd have to be filled in. I have no clue. Yeah, that's some. I mean, his whole sapiosexual thing mostly has to do with the idea that, you know, it's basically, it's almost like, well, you know what it means. It's simply that, you know, it has to do with intelligence. That's all it's about for him, right? And that's his main, that's his main drive when he talks about a lot of the sexual politicking as far as red pill, blue pill, and purple pill is concerned, and all that good shit. That's just where he falls. He doesn't care about any of the rest of that. Like, I guess, I mean, maybe looks come into play for him to some extent, but mostly intelligence is the main factor in his view.
Mm-hmm. And that's what he stands on. What I've noticed, he did that last year, and he did it this year. I haven't talked to him since probably the split me and MOT had in March. So I don't even talk to those people like that on the regular now. I'm mostly over at Kuda's. Sometimes I bounce around different spaces.
I don't even know Kuda. I don't even know.
Kuda, he's a music guy. He deals with not just the audio and podcasting, but he talks about tech as well. He used to be over the Brain Trust as well. I know it's called Player Talk Radio, but he's got different content creators. They know him. Roger knows him. Art knows him. What's called the Prophet of Thought series know him, you know, because he debated fantastic with the Mike versus Man. That was a silly debate. It was about audio. It was about upgrading and being a podcast or some type of political, you know, podcast. But Fantastic want to use Yetis, and the other guy want to use dynamic mics. What you see in the a lot of people call them the white manosphere. I call them mainstream manosphere because they sound like mainstream alternative manosphere. They want to go big so bad, but I tell them like, look what they did to Miley Yiannopoulos and Gavin McInnes with those situations that happened to him. I remember that.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean?
They said like the political troubles they had. They were supporting Trump, and they clamped down on their stuff. I think they had I don't know if they have the channels flag or anything, but they kind of silenced their voice. You know how they do on YouTube. Anybody from the right, they want to deem off, but it backfired. I think me and my dad talked about it. It's hurting everybody now. It's that censorship. So that's what I've noticed, and I'm like, yeah, you don't want to be them dudes, but that was a message. But I used to watch them. I think it was like 2016. They had some good stuff.
Who?
It's
Milo and them?
and Gal, yeah, at the
They're
time,
not. No, no. Those guys. No, no. That you're crossing your ties all across the place,
no,
man.
I'm
What?
just not. Now I'm just saying at the time, when I was working, so this is when I was fairly new to this new style of space. But when people was on that, I used to think like that. Then I kind of got away from it somewhere around, I would say like 18 or something like that. I said, well, damn, I didn't know they was doing this.
Hold
You
on a
know.
minute. You gotta fill me in here. Let's start here. Uh, how old are you again?
Oh, I'm 33, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen this stuff played out before, but I was talking about what you call it. What was it? What I was saying about
You were
Milo and
talking
them.
about Milo and Gavin
Gavin,
McInnes and
yeah,
all that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
and the
like, dude,
right.
like those guys aren't. They were.
You
I don't. They're not manosphere. They're
No,
completely
they're
like.
not. No,
They're.
they're not. They're,
Oh,
they're
okay.
not. But I'm just saying, like the talking points I've noticed from the other side use a lot from them, and I've noticed I was like, damn,
Oh, okay.
the Trump stuff. I'm relating it to the Trump stuff, and then I'm
Yeah.
curious, like, how does that got big, man? I was like, damn. And then I saw how the space kind of grew a little bit. I said, oh, I see where they're coming from. Then when the politics came, I never heard them in 2020. They kind of disappeared. So you got these dudes took in a spot. That's how I view the white manosphere because they use some of their talking points a little bit.
Yeah, there's some overlap for sure. I think
Yeah,
there's some
yeah,
overlap with that
I see
whole
it.
conservative leaning stuff and whatnot. But I just think that's a general. I mean, so I think there's just some general overlap. Like you can see it in, for instance, like certain figures like your Jordan Petersons and such. Like you're gonna get a
Mhm,
little bit of overlap, because some of those, I guess, ideologies, there's natural overlap there. You know what I mean? Through personal
mhm.
responsibility and some of the things that we talk about within the manosphere. Like there's some overlap there, yeah. But I don't think that the red pill in general, or I think that for instance, some of those MGTOW guys, I don't think there's any overlap in between them and, republicanism or, what we consider to be republicanism here in America, like at all.
I think MGTOW is a little different. I think everybody's got their own view of politics. I'm not privy to what they do. And then I think Faston asked me a question over He said, what happened to MGTOW? I don't know, man. You got to ask the ones that's in it. I think News won in here. And it ain't been the same since 2015. I can tell you that. I do remember in 2012. So,
I mean,
you know,
Arda Ibmore as well as BGS are both
yes,
MGTOW
yeah,
monks. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So
What's going on, Ty City? What's going on, man? Yeah, man.
there's a little bit of overlap there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? There's a little bit for sure.
yeah, yeah. And what I've noticed, man. Yep, he's here. He told you. Yeah, he's one. He's regular over at Art of New Styles. But I'm just saying, man, like these groups, I think he mentioned it on his channel. He said the new manosphere is like that's what this topic is about. It's already here because they don't want that red pill content. I'll talk about it Friday why they don't because we are spreading the word. So what you're seeing now, it's like I would say it's like a ripple effect. And I think AM mentioned it on his stream. He said I think Ricky Smiling knows his cousin, whatever. He broke that down. He said, man, and he wants to confirm, does he watch AM? But I won't be surprised. I mean, they all watching this, man. Like, and the mainstream media just don't want that type of truth to come out, about people. That's just women, but the message of men, how we suffered when we was young. And we talk about a lot of things, the gender wars and, on and on. I mean, it's been preached for I don't know how long. And now they're waking up to it. People are tired of it but the politics is going to be a little different in the end of the 4 years. We'll see who's going to be on top. So, I don't talk that much politics on here that much, but because I see how the elections go. But yeah,
I mean, hell, it ain't nothing interesting to really talk about in politics in America. Let's be honest.
yeah,
I mean, people like to talk about it. I just think of it like I even told BGS this, man. I just see it like WWE at this point, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't
yeah.
really get overly invested in it because I understand at the end of the day, the agenda remains the same. You know, there's certain things that have to get done, and certain things that will get done. You know, no matter who's in office. So it's basically like reading the tea leaves. You know what to expect after a while.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's just like I see it, man. It's like a mess right now. So, you know,
What do you mean?
it's just like people with their ideologies, they put them online, but I ain't used to that. I remember a time when YouTube, like a lot of people didn't talk this much politics. You had to be in certain groups. I think the first Manosphere was talking, I think what Wacky said, we was nonpartisan about it offline. I said, yeah. Now, when you have live streaming, I think you had Hangouts, like you said about what BGS was talking about. Y'all brought that in a way that geopolitical stuff and then the domestic. I give y'all credit for that. And I think Mike V's got a channel called Progressive Brothers podcast.
Progressive Brothers podcast.
Yeah. I ain't never seen that. I think that's gonna be the start of the new wave. People talking about these type of platforms. I think Zero mentioned it to Proper the Thought in the interview. He said, no, they still gonna have these type of formats because he got some buddies in Google. They're okay with this type of stuff. But I think podcasting is still alive. But I think YouTube is mostly entertainment. I agree with Nagon right there. Yes, it's all about entertainment.
I think most of the people here in general on YouTube are here for entertainment. Not everybody is, but I think that if you want to sprinkle some knowledge in there, that's why those 8-hour fucking live streams we were having back in the day were bearable. Is because we were talking shit about each other all the time. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
if we weren't talking shit all the time, then 9 times out of 10 we wouldn't have the viewership, and people wouldn't even have paid attention to the messaging. So yeah, you're gonna get some of your entertainment sprinkled in. I mean, it happens on every podcast, and really even on YouTube. Otherwise, how are you gonna get people to listen?
Oh, Tasi's trying to device is not connected. Oh, okay. What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
What's up?
What up?
What up?
Nah, I just came through to stop by, man. I ain't been over here before, so I was just gonna peep my head in.
Oh, you good, man. You always welcome over here, man. I mean, we were just talking about this purple paradise is here. The madness. You talked about it on the stream.
Oh, yeah. No, but I keep trying to tell people, I don't know if people's just willfully ignorant about the fact that they told them. You know what I'm saying? That they was being told that shit. Like they didn't hide it. They literally said, hey, if you want us to switch up, you got to pay us to do that shit. We're not doing that shit no more. Yeah. But, I mean, a lot of people, they hide that purple pill shit very discreetly, Yeah. And it comes out, like I explained, with Will Smith, and Jada and shit. Like these guys, they were really like coming down on Will Smith.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, I think that the person at the head of that charge of the purple pill is, I think where a lot of the new crowd has come from in general, and that probably happened when Obsidian had his big switch,
Yeah.
So I mean, like I don't know. Maybe it goes back to someone else, but as far as I can tell, that's what it seems to start. You know what I mean? And anybody else, I don't know. We would have to get down to the nitty gritty of who we're talking about within the Manosphere, because some of these people, were I think were ejected at one point or another, or were essentially discredited to a certain extent. And so you can agree with somebody on certain things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a part of the sphere. That's why people denounce the sphere at one point or another. I think almost like everybody has at one point or another.
But here's the kicker though. It's not any particular like person. You know what I'm saying? It's a group. Like I just been calling them the new Black Manosphere because I mean that's just it. They laid the plan out in front of everybody months ago, and now it's kind of crazy because now it's like people was like, shit, we already accepted. We what I'm saying? It's too late to hop off the train now, and Now you got motherfuckers. They don't care. Like they hooked
I mean,
on to it.
you still have okay. So, I mean, you still have your original people from the Manosphere that still produce content. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? So it's not as though these people don't exist. You know, anybody who's been putting out content that has any substance, all those people are still here. You know what I mean? Like if these people,
exactly. And that's what I call the other side.
what do you mean the other side? I think that the originals, the people who have been talking about shit, would be called, you know, the main people, not the other side. The other side would be called the other side.
No,
You know,
and I get what you're saying. I actually thought about that, but you have to understand that the new people that are rushing in, they coming from these bigger platforms, from the new Manosphere.
okay, but
So-
they're not the new. They're the other side. That's what you're exclaiming to me. They're an entirely different offshoot.
I don't know, man, because like I said, you got people that's flip flopping.
Like
So
who?
Everybody.
Like who? I need some names. Like, give me some quotes. Give me a reference. Something. I can't. You know, I'm not.
I mean, once Obsidian flipped, it turned into it was a domino that fell. Because what happened is everybody seen that as acceptable, right? So once you accept something, it's okay for everybody else to start accepting it.
Okay, so you're saying because it was permissible for him, everyone else found it to be permissible. I don't know if I agree with that, bro. Because everybody in the Manosphere didn't start making purple pill content after he did it. I think that he's doing his thing, and you got people that do their thing.
I'm gonna tell you something. Kevin came, and when he switched and he started doing purple pill shit, I will pretty much press the button on the marriage issue. Mm-hmm. And you will have people coming out and pretty much saying that, marriage is a way to wealth and all the rest of this shit.
Ty City, how long you been in the Manosphere, dog?
About a year and a half.
You ain't been here long enough, dog. Listen, this is a plan that you're unprivy of. All right. The reason that Kevin Samuels got propped up was intentional.
was it what?
It was intentional. He's not a purple pillar. Okay. This is something completely different. A lot of people got their ideas about what's going on with him, but you need to be. I think that it would be wise to, hold some reservations on that, because I don't think.
No,
unfortunately, you missed some of the conversations that we've had with the man, and also there's some context you're missing behind the scenes why he's doing what he's doing.
So when I first came into the space, Kevin was saying that you have to cut your hair to move up in the corporate world and shit. Mm-hmm. And I disagree with that.
Okay, why?
Well, just because, it's outrageous. Like your hairstyle has nothing to do with your productivity.
No, it doesn't. But I don't think those are the same arguments or the arguments that he would make. No. It doesn't. It has to do with your image. That was the point he's trying to get across. You gotta understand.
He was saying, cut your hair so you can move up in your job. That's what.
Right. Right. Those two things correlate. All right. So your image is sometimes attached to your advancement in life. All right. And as a black man, you got to understand. Right. I don't know. It depends on what you believe, man. It depends on what you believe.
You say as a black man, it's like, all right.
Yeah, it depends on what you believe. So at that point, you gotta ask what your modus of operandi is. Like, are you?
So do you believe that you should get married to hold a high level position?
I think that to some extent you have to. I don't believe you should. Right. I'm not saying it's okay or should be, but it is.
Right. So that these are the issues that I pushed back with Kevin.
Okay, well those are moral arguments. You gotta understand, we're talking about objective situations here on the ground in America. We're not talking about how we want to some extent we talk about how we want the world to be, but we're also operating in the real world with how it is currently.
Well, see, and
so he's trying to give you advice to prepare you for what's out there right now.
Right, but the thing that makes me different from a lot of people in this space is that my premise is prevention. Like, don't even play in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
I don't know
instead of acting like shit can't go wrong, you know what I'm saying? For the sake of your image, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never play that game. I wouldn't advise other guys to do it either.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. You can have that view.
I agree with that. I mean, that's one reason I kind of liked your channel, Ty City, man. Like, when I saw your new manosphere stuff, it's kind of accurate. I know everybody's got different versions of how they talk to Kevin. I think Angerman broke it down. Like, he had talks with him back, 2015, and how he came in and how he started out. And I saw him how he rose up the ladder. But see, when I first saw him, it was over at Game Changers. He was in the chat one time. And then I saw him on the panel. I said, this is the guy they praising? And I was shaking my head at the time because I didn't know who y'all was talking about because I've heard his name. You know, I don't mess with his channel like that, but I understand where he's coming from because he is pushing marriage. And some people say the high value, the money aspect. But, you know, but what you laid down last night in that stream, man, I was like, yeah. He can be that too, but a lot of people, you got other people that still, you know, support him, and I get it, you know, because that's fair enough. The ones is new.
I mean, once somebody tells me that they doing something for the money, it's not for me to come in there and argue why they should fucking change.
Yeah. I try not to. Yeah.
Like, they're not ripping anybody off. They're not scamming anybody.
Right.
Niggas like, look, this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? If you want us to do content geared towards men, guess what? Y'all got to pay us. You know?
Yeah. I mean, shit, why shouldn't they get paid?
No, that's what I'm saying. If that's what the objective is, to get paid, nigga, I don't see why people get upset about the shit. You know, people get mad, you know, and but it's just one of those things that people, you know, they keep saying this whole thing about, yo, it's the message. It's all right. If the message is money, then I mean, you should be supporting.
I mean, maybe to some extent it is both, you know, to some extent, because I mean, these people aren't necessarily putting out bad messaging. I wouldn't say that.
1.6 to buy him out. It's called money, bro.
What's up,
1.6. What up?
No, what's going on, man?
What up, man?
1.6 mil to buy him out, dog. That's called about money, dog.
Yeah.
Let's cut the fucking bullshit already.
About to go into work.
Yeah, let's do it. So if it's only
I don't want guys to be offended by that. You know what I'm saying? You just have to understand what it is, right?
No, if it's about money, then it's about money.
Right, but
you know what I'm saying? People saying
when people
like the message and shit. You can't. What the fuck is the message? That's
what I'm saying. You can't defend the new Black Manosphere guys with the message talk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, shit. Who? That's why I keep saying you gotta bring up some. You gotta give me something to work off of here. You didn't even get. You didn't put. You gave me 2 goddamn pieces of bread and said make a sandwich. Well, goddamn, motherfucker, what? There ain't nothing else. You didn't give me nothing. What do you want? You gotta give me something more to go off of here.
What do you mean?
I need some more information. Like, you haven't given me names. The only name you gave me was Obsidian, and you went Purple Pill. Okay.
O'Shea, then you said Bernard Riley, the lead attorney, Jessica X.
I discussed that earlier, Tassie. Yeah, that's all purple. That's what
are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? What is the messaging that's Purple Pill exactly?
The message.
They're saying stick your hands in a shitty haystack and find dull needles. That's what they're saying.
Yo, okay. I never be vague.
PK, I seen we chatted up at the chat before. You know,
yeah, we talk all the time. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know who exactly is putting out the where I hang out, right? You know where to find me.
Yeah,
I sit in the same places.
Basically, he's saying is JX the ones that people praise in the spirit. You know, the ones that's new and all this stuff in her fandom and KS, and it's a combination. Then Bernard and
it's some old heads too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
BGS softening up.
On what?
Yeah.
What do you mean on what?
On what? You talked to him, haven't you?
Yeah, BGS with the.
And how did that go?
You
Yeah,
don't go
hey,
there. The Grandmaster. Yeah.
I give BGS headaches.
All
I
he's gonna say is Todd City, would you stop doing it? You know how it is.
get yeah, but
I actually like BGS content because it's black pill shit. You know what I mean?
you know
But
what?
all the
think
other
he-
shit, I really can't go
this
with it.
whole relationship shit, man. He talk about negotiating too, man. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, he does on his channel. Him and Roger. You
Well, I
know.
mean, I guess it depends on what it is.
Come
What
on.
do you? Okay, you have to understand this, man. What do you want the outcomes of these conversations to? What real world change do you want to see?
Well, I advocate for guys to not even worry about this shit until they get their money right.
Okay, so you on the money train. Why aren't you on the purple pill shit then?
What do you mean on the purple pill shit?
Well, I mean, I guess if it's all about the money, you know, if getting your money right is an object and that is what's holding you back
Well, it's not an object.
from
It's
getting a
priority.
bitch, then you know,
It's a priority.
yeah. I don't
Well,
necessarily disagree with that entirely, but I mean, shit. If that's the case, and the only change you want to see within the black community, which is what I was trying to refer to, I mean, we can just talk about you. It doesn't matter either or. If that's the only change you want to see in the real world, then yeah, I mean, if getting money is the object, then maybe, you know, if you switch up your content, you can help other people get money, and you can get money and switch the
Oh,
purple
that's
pill.
all I do on my shit.
So you're a purple pillar?
Hell no.
So that's what I'm trying to get at, you know. That's what I'm trying to get at. All right.
Yeah.
The bottom line is
He's talking about
that-
money from a different angle, dog.
He's talking
Go
about
ahead.
crypto. He's talking about crypto. So, you know.
He's
But
talking about a different angle.
It's
Talk
cannabis.
about-
It's a whole
Relationship.
big transfer of wealth going down. Niggas talking about pills.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, come on, fill me in. I'm listening.
Yeah, so I mean, the behavior of women and all the rest of this shit, man, is just not a priority. It shouldn't be a priority. Not
So should we
above-
be talking about politics?
I did that too. I'd still do that. In fact, I'm finna do a live stream on guns here in a little bit. Biden just did a whole thing on some bullshit gun shit. About
So what void isn't getting filled currently in the quote unquote manosphere that I guess people are taking umbrage with? Because I don't really get it. You know what I mean? We got enough voices, don't we? We talk about a lot of different topics. You know, the purple pill shit isn't necessarily where I reside, but you know, there's
No,
a niche
that-
for.
but-
There's been proven now. There's a niche for that because I think at the end of the
No,
day,
yeah, it's definitely
we-
business there. And that's what I'm saying. When you cross over into the greater populace, the purple pill is the dominant mind state.
I say blue, but you know,
Yeah, it's in the blue realm.
always
It's in
gonna
the
be
blue pill realm. Yeah, it's gonna be in the
Yeah,
blue
I'll say
pill
blue
realm.
pill. I should have said blue pill. You're right.
Yeah, it's in that realm. It's in that realm. But what he's saying in the purple pill sense is pseudo red pill talk that people's coming out with. They don't want you to speak the red pill stuff like online. Like I give you an example. People that think from the right, they always attack. If you notice that they try to censor us and stuff. But I'll give you an example. Me and my dad was discussing about it. He said, but it's backfired because it's hurting also the middle and the left as well, you know, on these policies and stuff. Like they've been, you know, this site is basically censored. Why do you think Soul and Black went to Rumble, man? He said, like, look, I'm going to take my content over there. You know, I just saw his stuff. I'm like, well, damn, it looks good over there. But, you know, but a lot of brothers want to stay over here, you know, where, like you said, YouTube is entertainment, PK. You know, yeah, that's what they really want. And so to speak, you know.
I mean, look at it this way: every time there's an argument in any of these pages, don't the numbers shoot up?
Yeah.
All right, then. So, I mean, it's to some extent, yeah, this shit is about entertainment. To some extent, yeah, this shit is about the message. You could try to say that the message doesn't matter, but if no one had anything, if we got on these panels and no one said anything, how many people do you think would come? Nobody, right?
Yeah, not many.
So that's
Sound
my
like
point.
them,
So
though.
to some extent, it is also about money. All those three things are a factor in any of the content creation that goes on here on these YouTubes. Okay, but
what's starting to happen is the red pill guys are being called antisocial, the problem makers, and all the rest of that. This space is gearing up to make women comfortable.
Mhm.
That's what's going on.
Safe
A
space.
safe space.
Safe spaces and security
Right.
blankets.
I don't read
I
what
mean,
he
yeah,
said.
well,
I mean,
I
I've been
don't
around.
know.
I've been around here for a long time, man. I mean, before fucking YouTube, dog. Since like GenerationX.net, I've seen a drastic change on one step forward and 3 steps back into this whole fucking thing. I've seen it.
I mean, yeah,
I've
I
seen
mean,
it,
in
dog.
some
And I
aspects, in
went
some
away for
aspects.
like 5 years.
Yeah, same here. It's like 6 years hiatus. I came back in 2019, and then when I heard BGS that year, he was big at that time. And then the next year, when COVID came, I learned all about his esoteric stuff and his politics and the relationship stuff. He does a lot of stuff. I mean, if you look at his whole content, I say he talks about Mandalorian and all this stuff. And then he talked about the famous Google Hangouts, those long talks, what he's known for. Now he does what? Shatter points. He said, keep it short. It'd be like 5 to 6 or 4 hours or at least 3. But I
That
get
is
it though.
short. That is
Yeah.
short in
Yeah,
comparison.
I get it. I get it. That's what people's doing it now, but it's a good thing, because I think you have
Yeah. Hey,
precise
compared to Google Hangout
conversation.
days, yeah,
Yeah,
that's short.
yeah. And you have good conversation like this, you understand what's going on. See, it's just an hour and 25 minutes and 50 some seconds, but it's you get your points
I like
across.
to keep mine around 2 hours.
Yeah, mine's a 2 to 3. Yeah.
I think I've
And-
done my first one I did was like 5.5 hours, but my other one's been like an hour.
Yeah, the longest I did was 4 hours. I did that with someone. I think that was with Wacky and New, and I forget the other guy. It was
Yeah, we had a long
Rashawn.
one.
Yeah, that was a long one. We build on something. I want to read this record. Basically, talking about relationships, women should not be high priority. But from what I'm seeing in this space, it's 90% relationships and entertainment, but 10% other viable information. That is so true, and I agree with the Glorious. Shouts out to you, brother. And
No, that's
what
a
he's- yeah, that's a
I would say
fact.
90,
I know.
I'd say 95%, but 90% is cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you got to understand the red pill mostly has to do with, the dynamics in between males and females. That's just what it's mostly about. That's what the whole manosphere was about originally. All this other shit came in as secondary topics.
Right. So the secondary topics are taking over now.
Well, originally, I think 1.0 their red pill, I would say everybody's is a little different. Mine's was basically enlightenment. I think when Wacky talked about it, it was more non-partisan. At the time, the right was not as big as it was in those years, but the relationship talk came from, I hate to say it, from Sergeant Willie Pete. When he came around, he was popular. They took his talking points, and I think Big J and all them guys broke that down. But when BGS got into it and the MGTOW stuff, that's when you start seeing more people into it. And I think you start seeing PhDs getting into it. It's a big market. It's a big market. And I get where PK's coming from, because that kind of took the place of what 1.0 was initially for. It was for intellect, but they said, nope, let's talk about relationship and entertainment. That's when it took over. And
It was when they ran off the MGTOW dudes, man. Like
all that. Yeah,
and that's when the change just fucking flipped around and shit.
And I hate to say it, like 2015, y'all had y'all stint. I remember, never forget, like 2012, 2015, and then y'all had like a split. And I think BGS tried to maintain it, Angry Man tried to maintain it, and it's just getting. I wouldn't say it's getting worse and worse, but it's getting worse on all aspects. That's why you see different guys in these spaces. I'm like, damn, I never heard of this Red guy. I never heard of such and such, AJ. I never heard those guys, but I've heard Wacky, Soul and Black, Pink Elephant. Those are the ones I knew coming on YouTube years ago that was talking about this high, powerful shit. And then BGS was new to me in 2019 because he said, I've been in here since such and such, like the 2010s, him and Angry Man, because they had a foundation. I mean, they're consistent, unlike the other two, because they can be inconsistent sometimes. But I understand O'Shea's got a business. He's a little different, but and I've learned about him since 2016. He was in the media thing and things like that. He traveled. And that's why as BM, I never considered a manosphere because it's different. Thanks to Kuda, he said that leader had to get a hold of it. I don't know why, but that's a whole nother story. But I understand their concepts. But I'm not part of that.
I think that there's a bit of a competition that's going on where people are more, I guess, upset about the money aspect and follower aspect. What I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
At the end of the day, I think that some people have made their bed with the idea that our message is getting out, and that is the most important thing to us. And other people are more so stuck on the aspect of, well, this motherfucker got too many views. This motherfucker getting all the money. I'm not
Okay,
cool
so
with
the
that,
message.
you know.
What message is getting out?
The red pill awareness is what we were trying to spread to men. And maybe get women to act right if that was a byproduct, but that wasn't the goal at all.
That's not what's happening right now.
Somewhat yes, somewhat no. I mean, that's arguable. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be able to point to people, and I'm gonna be able to point to people. So, I mean,
Well, I can point to more. I can point to more the bigger platforms. I can point to more bigger platforms that are not red pill.
yeah, but is there red pill knowledge in there?
No,
Okay, who?
What's going on, American Negro?
it's not even. It's more of a purple pill to where they playing it safe. That's what's going on now.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're playing it safe. There is some red pill. I agree with PK saying it's a little bit. I would say like 10% red pill, and then the other part is lean towards the blue pill area. The purple pill is like a medium balance. And I get where he's coming from because
And I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of purple pill content is coming from people who don't want to. They playing manosphere politics. They don't want to go straight red pill.
yeah,
Well, most people don't.
yeah, that's true. I see it every day. I see it over at Kuda's channel a lot. I'll be talking about that stuff. He said, "No, we need a logo." He said, "We need a audio." So I said, "Kuda, we got all that. It's just people don't want to do the work."
Well, I mean, you had these purple pillars from the very beginning, and a lot of
Yeah.
people forget that.
Yeah, but they was never. They wasn't bringing in most of the new people.
Like Kevin is. I mean, that's what
I don't know,
noticed.
man.
But
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know
These
about
guys
that.
are triggering the algorithm hard.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that, man. Because
I
you gotta
got-
remember the PUAs. The PUAs were one of the foundational pillars of this whole entire space.
Yeah, I got
So, I
people.
mean, it's
pumping
kinda
out-
I
like,
would
don't know.
I would
After
say
MGTOW, it was.
Right.
well, I'll say it like this: they wasn't the founding fathers. Originally, I think I wish Wacky was here. He said,
Barbarossa.
Barbarossa, not just Barbarossa. No, it came from Soul and Black and him because it started out with the conscious community and then the conscious Black collective. Then Barbarossa was a student under the Wall of Silence, and what happened to Wall of Silence? They became MGTOW. MGTOW was birthed out of that. Wall of Silence was dangerous because we look at what Ty City is doing. Look at the Logic Sphere. That's based off the Wall of Silence in a way. You know why? Because they do not like
What's a built-in
his content.
solution?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I like that because that content is hard hitting. They don't want guys like me and him talking about real stuff, PK. You know, that's red pill itself. But when you talk about purple pill stuff, we're talking about the names like PewDiePie, those guys, they're not in the space, but I'm saying people like that in space, like a Big Truck, for example. They can represent that. You know what I mean? Because if you notice on Ramil's panels, he's quiet. If you notice Ramil when he talks,
You
he
gotta
controls
keep
that
in
panel.
mind. I
Yeah.
keep trying to tell you. All right.
Yeah.
I'm a not too busy man, but I'm a busy man. I don't be
Yeah.
paying. I don't watch everybody. There are
I'm
there
just
are select
saying,
few
but
people I don't know.
yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
know all
saying,
the
but
dudes.
I'm just
sure these
saying, like,
people are putting out these ideas, but I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, like,
well,
are
I'm
they,
just
are they
saying, like,
doing
I
numbers?
agree. Yeah, I agree with you on the BGS part. I understand you coming from a 2.0 perspective, but those dudes, they got it from, I hate to say from us, but they understand how to operate the space. But here's the problem. Even though when Kevin got big, you know, I'm talking about the new fans. He's talking about the ones that don't be involved in these space. I'll give you an example. Look at Roger Report, for example. New people come to this space. They say, oh, what is this red pill stuff? And then if they decided to flip and keep it, you know, blue pill don't want the red pill, you know, because the red pill, that's a hard pill to swallow. You know what I mean? Dealing with, you know, reality, you know, the truth. And then if you're trying to go red pill and stay in there, and sometimes you got some red pillers want to go black pill. Like I mentioned, the two sides that BGS did about the utilitarian part and the nihilist part. You know, that's the depth of it, what he talks about. But he didn't go into it because he kind of stopped it right there. He said, no, I'm not going to go in depth. I'm going to be careful on this one because it's a lot of stuff you got to be careful around issues like that. Because a lot of people get emotional, says, man, I ain't going to do this. That's too much work. I gotta change my life, dude. This lifestyle, it's a lifestyle, but you understand PK under that red pill lifestyle. So if you're doing it right, hey, that's good for you, man. That's great. I mean, but you got people in these spaces don't have that, you know what I mean? Because I get they ain't built for the red pill stuff. It ain't for everybody, man. Like,
well, they didn't even build up the wall of silence too high. It was only 2 feet tall. And now you have and not you know what I'm saying? Now you have the wall of indifference, which is cool with me too, because that's built off of fucking apathy and shit like that. But a lot of dudes cannot do that.
That's more of a black pill concept, and it's coming either way. So I mean, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's just like you got people. You do have people in this space who kind of total line on the black pill stuff because obviously, it's distasteful to literally everybody, and there are very few people who accept that.
Yo, that's what they accuse me of being.
Yeah.
So I mean, it isn't too many people in this space who I could point to and be like, okay, this guy's a black pillar. There are a couple people in this space, I'm kind of on two hands probably in this space. So I can say, okay, these guys are certified red pill. That's where they're at. Okay. And then, a lot of these people are purple pill. A lot of these newcomers are, I mean, when you talk about the Roger Report, I think he's a good dude, and I think I think he does want to. He still has hope for the community, and he sees things for what he thinks they are, and he I don't know if he accepts it, but that's on him at the end of the day. I really couldn't care less because at the end of the day, he's running a show.
Yeah.
PK, I put some in the back that the philosophy base. I put that in the back chat so you can check out. I'll put some more later.
Oh, I already read it. Yeah, I seen this. You posted this on the video. I watched the video.
I respect guys who they you know what I'm saying, they say this is where I stand, this is what I am or whatever, right? I respect those guys, and I'm mindful of that when I'm having discussions with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the guy who just beat motherfuckers down, right? And just act like my way is better than their way. But my way is more bulletproof than your. You know what I'm saying? That's how I come across. A lot of people they mess up and they start going. I wouldn't even say so far black pill that they close the door for just for free agency for people to make their own decisions, right?
It depends. I guess it really depends. Like what side of black pill you come from. You know what I mean? Like it depends. So. Utility. I guess you'd have to take that up with Sir. Sir may have. Sir is a little bit more. Aren't you kind of more utilitarian in that what you
in a way? If you're dealing the building the ground up, according to I think BGS, we want somewhat morality, but we can be moralistic about it. But New's a nihilist. He's a happy nihilist. Like what he said. Am I correct, New? Yeah, he's a nihilist. Yeah. That's black pill. So I'm more about building. If you want to build a better society, I would take like a wall of silence approach, a masculine approach. But here's the thing: I deal with the numbers part. But then you have another side of utilitarianism. It's called the quality that deals with life, people. Can you accept others and things like that? That's when it gets hedonistic. It's a bit of. They're both similar, but the difference is utilitarian deals with that egalitarian stuff. You see it in the military and things like that, but it is an extreme side. There's levels to it. It can be extreme. I mean,
I believe that from a philosophy standpoint at its core. I mean, like a lot of people argue this, and like it's explained in not Hegel, but fuck, what the fuck is this guy's name? Fucking philosopher dude. From
to my John Stuart Mill.
Nah.
Not him.
Nah.
They got Motzi. I got all that, man. I got
it's talked about, but basically the issue is that at its core, the ideas behind utilitarianism is largely hedonistic. It has to do with happiness and the maximum amount of right. So at its core, I haven't, and I have my own personal disagreements with it. I do understand it though. I don't mind that people have that worldview and think of it as a good way forward. I'm more of I kind of mix them. I fall back and forth in between in between the nihilistic and sometimes I'm not. It's kind of like a matter of degrees for me. Like how many fucks do I have to give today? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right,
See,
right.
that's where I'm at with it. Is that
Same
you know, it's more of have the information. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you can make a choice.
Right. So I'm of the belief that we are in the information age and that people do have a lot of the information, right? So I'm already halfway there thinking that if you think this way, you're a fucking dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how you think. I don't give a shit. But I mean, like, you're gonna have people who are hardliners and are more extreme on these beliefs. You know, this is a part of the reason why not everyone in the space agrees with MOT and people that have those sorts of worldviews. Because I mean, he's also a utilitarian. You know, people that have those, it's a matter of degrees, and it depends on what type of utilitarian you are, man. Some of those types of, and I think some of this comes down to personality as well, man. Because certain personality types are just not going to mix with others, man. It just is what it is. You know, you come into a room and someone's, getting on your ass about your belief system or what it is that you believe. I mean, you're gonna run into that everywhere and anywhere on anything. Doesn't matter the topic.
Right.
If you talk about purple pill, blue pill, red pill, fucking black pill, we'll just disagree on all day because we just don't rub each other the right way.
Right.
That is,
I follow
like
along
that.
that lines of like once I see that, I'm already out. You know what I'm saying? I'll function off the basic premise of pretty much like whoever cares less wins. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm more on the you side, even though I used to have a nihilistic mind, because when I study it, it is a little extreme, but there's some positives in the one's versions. But nihilist, it's some nihilists in this space too. I've noticed when I hear people's conversation, the way they talk, and I heard this Gary guy, what's his name, Grant over at Ramil's, and they kept asking, "Do you believe in God?" And no, and I kept giving the nickname to him, Gary the Nihilist. He saw it in the chat. I was like. And they was asking questions. No, I just want the results, and because they're more result oriented. But but that whole thing about nihilism, the existentialism, and it is what it is.
Existentialism, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it
is
what it is, man. Like some people, I don't try to spread my ideology because I understand this world couldn't exist with it, right? So
Right.
I don't impress my views as far as philosophy is concerned on the others. However, I still hold my philosophy at the end of the day.
Right.
It isn't. I can't say it's entirely consistent because if it were up to me, the world would be on fire. But it's not up to me.
Me too?
Yeah.
I got the popcorn, dog.
That's what I was saying about holding your stance, but for everybody else, if you get too open with it, you start closing off other people's free agency and shit. And I'm totally against that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. But I mean, I don't know. Sir would have to go into a little bit more like where his stance is, because I don't try to speak for anybody else, especially not utilitarians, man. Because it depends on which ones you are, because he might just be like, nah, motherfucker.
No, I can't in some ways. See, the trick is on utilitarianism. If I get violent, I'm more stealthy with it. But I said, look, it's it, But if I want to help somebody, like the cop on the beat, I'm trying to stop a crime. I won't use this example, but then the nihilist, I said, I don't care. Let them sell drugs. See, a nihilist don't care. He's more like a rugged individual. Me, I'm more, I care. I have a balance. I care because I see for what it is. I don't blink. You know what I mean? I'm going to be the last one shooting you in the back of the head. I don't care. I'm trying to save some lives, and if the rest die, oh well. They're very similar. But the problem is utilitarian wants peace, man. I'm more of a peaceful guy. I want tranquility. Even though my sign is a Taurus, that's how my mind thinks anyway, because I construct every day. That's just who I am. I try to be a nihilist, man. I just couldn't do it. Only for certain situations.
I'm gonna grab my hand. Do you want to kind of take another step deeper in here?
Yeah, do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the type that go off and get the binoculars.
Yeah.
So hold on. Are you ready for the? Are you ready for the? You're gonna run into an issue with that, man. you know, we do. You have one hand that's meant to build, but you see, you have two hands. You got two
Yeah.
legs. You got 2 feet. You got 2 ears. You got 2 eyes. At the end of the day, man, you end up at a dichotomy. If you're into constructing, you know, you have to deconstruct at some point as well, man.
Yeah, that
That shit
too. You
is a
know, that's
cycle.
part of it. That's a part of it, you know, and that's a part of, I think, utilitarianism tells you about the weakness. Like if people die, I say, oh, well, you know, I'm just caring about a certain individual happiness. That's just a small fraction. That's how I think too. And I hate to say that, and I'm learning and embracing that. Some people can't embrace the two because that is black pill, you know. And I think Kuda mentioned something about stillness. I may look into that. And he said something on his panel. He said, so I said, all right, we talked about it on a panel, me and Fasten, which was fascinating because he said, Fasten said, I lived a MGTOW life in Africa. You know,
Let me
came over
hold
here.
on. Here's a good way to judge and kind of
Yeah.
like gauge where you're at into like how fucked you are or not fucked.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people can never conceive of certain things and, you know, and still hold that framework because it's all
Yeah.
just hypothetical, you know. I
Yeah.
think the difference is in between utilitarian and nihilist is, you know, we've actually taken a step into this shit in the real world. That's
Mhm.
the difference.
That's
And
the
some of
difference.
the it's for some of these people, it's these are just hypotheticals to them. It isn't happening to me, so fuck it. You know,
Mhm.
the trolley problem is only a hypothetical until it's real life. And I think that's the difference in between utilitarianism and nihilists, because you guys still fight for something that you believe in. You still have a belief in something. We
hope.
don't.
Mm.
It's the hope.
Yeah.
We don't.
That's
We
it.
don't have that anymore. And that's the step that you guys don't take, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that, man. That's
I
all.
don't tell you this. That's a nihilistic perspective. It's nothing wrong. That's why I don't judge a lot of nihilists. If you notice me on panels or different panels, especially Kuda's panels, I don't go against it. You know why? They're there for destroy. It's kind of like, I don't want to say anarchy, but y'all have a cause. I think BGS broke it down. It's a cause and the effect. You know, you're trying to get somewhere, but you accept that everything dies in the black pill. What he said, you know, every ideology and all that stuff dies.
Well,
You know,
see, this is where people they tell me that say you can't deal in absolutes.
yeah.
And
There are only two absolutes in this world, and a lot of people can't face them. You see, us nihilists, we've already faced them and we accept it. There are two.
Yeah.
They only remain concept. The only concept that we have of this is how do we measure things? Is with numerals or time.
Yeah.
And the fact that, you know,
Yeah.
at some point you're going to meet your end, and everything you know will meet its end. There's an
Oh
end.
yeah. That's what I was trying to explain. It's not like, it's almost like absolute, but it's like if you're sure to yourself. Now, utilitarians, they can live for like a long time, but they'll eventually come to it. And it's only a few scholars I studied, and this Masi character, he was one talking about China, and he had a totally different system what it was before it was socialist or communist. Now, you know, it's a little. That's a whole nother story about them, you know, about this guy. But he was a philosopher. And I read about him. I said, man, they didn't mention him. They mentioned Peter Singer, the Jewish guy. Then they mentioned the English guys. And I think the wife of John Stuart Mills, you know, I broke that down. I said, well, damn, I didn't know it was like, it was a .net. I put it in the private chat, but yeah, that's
Let's
just, yeah.
Hold on.
yeah, man. I'm gonna go hang out with my son, man. I seen you was live, man. I just want to come over here and hang out for a little bit. I'm gonna be listening in, bro.
All right, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right,
It's
peace.
high.
Hey, spell that philosopher you just mentioned, bro.
Moca, I think it's Moca, something like that. Hold on.
You didn't actually post it.
Hold on.
He posted it
Let
in the
me
back
let me. Oh, Montse. Oh, with the I. My fault. I'm gonna post it. Hold on. This guy right here. You can just type him up, and then I got the link in the chat. You can find it right there. This name right here. You can just search for him.
Okay.
Yeah. He
All
talked
right,
about
I'm
a lot.
I'm
All
mad.
right, not a problem.
Take it easy, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
later, Ty. I'll hit you up later.
Yeah, that's Ty City, y'all. Check out his channel, The Logic Spirit, in the building. I'm glad he came up. That's a heavy hitter. I had a DS1. I had a legendary Wacky. I had a lot of people. I had CG3 on here. PK. I had like some heavy hitters, man.
Man, I ain't seen Charles Gilmore in a while.
Yeah, he's cool. He's
He's been
over there.
around. I
Yeah.
still be seeing him around.
Yeah, he'd be over at Platts. He'd be bouncing around. He's more of a, I would say, free spirit and all that. You know, it's a cool dude.
He's a sage guy.
Yeah, yeah, he's a cool
I'm
dude.
fucking with him.
I mean,
I've seen him
yeah,
around for a long time.
he's a cool dude. And we had some deep conversation. I said, "Damn, I didn't know he was that smart." I mean to get to his channel and watch it. So see, I don't be. I always stick to Roger and sometimes Art of New Style. You know what I mean? Because you know y'all do y'all's own thing, but you know.
I mean, it's pretty chill in a lot of places. I think that a lot of the guys in this sector, you know, for the most part, are decent men. You know, I think they are, a lot of them. You know, even you knew.
Hey man, I'm a devilish angel, man. A lot of people be thinking I'm trolling in the chats, dog, but I don't really troll like that. I be spitting some shit. Some cats catch it, and they already know how I speak because I be on other panels and shit. You know what I'm saying? They already know what I think. I got some shit coming up too, man. Watch. I got some shit coming up, and I think a lot of niggas gonna be mad.
Man, that's really cryptic, man. I like that.
Yeah,
that's really.
Dude, I appreciate you, my boy Grinch, man. I know he gave me the wrench because I shared his video, and now I'm like, you know, I was like, man, that dude is for real, man. Like his content's something else. I enjoy him.
Yeah, like I deal with red or blue, red, black pill, supreme mathematics and alphabet, and then life experience. That's what I normally do, you know, on my channel. I don't have a lot of shit up, but I'm going to start doing more shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, your channel new, you can do all that. Do what Kane did, man. You got a lot of knowledge, man. I mean, if I was you, just be diverse, similar like me, man. Just say anything, man. And just drop little gems in there. Yeah, drop a little gems.
I try to, you know, I didn't want to really start off doing like MGTOW or black pill shit. I wanted to stick with my electrical shit, but it's hard for me to really record because I don't have my own shop. You know, I'm out like y'all see my little uploads, man. I'll be out in solar farms and shit right now. But
I mean, that's a start. I mean, you impressed me, man.
You know, I'm not a great speaker,
bro.
Huh?
I didn't know you had a channel.
I had a channel for a minute, man. I just made it into an actual channel. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if you want to subscribe, you can, dog. You can always. I welcome a lot of people, man.
You know what I'm saying? I've known you for a long time, you know. So
yeah, we've been in chat for a while.
I
just started getting on panels last year.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did with Wacky Worlds for the first time, and then we had like a little incident, and then we was cool after that. And then I was on panels. I think Fantastic was the second one, and we was helping this dude in the space. He was new, black, talking about the same old issues. Then I was on the Brain Trust with Complex with the Sapio stuff, and then we talked about watches. That was a pretty good with Super Trez, and that was a fun time we had. And then I was over, you know, MOTs, and then the Aspire recently of this year, and then the split happened. Then when I met the infamous DJ Kuda, man, like his shit was so fun, even though I act a fool over there. But I mean, that channel is well balanced. Yes, you have your little entertainment, but then you have a little knowledge. But shouts out to Justy Andre. That dude is amazing, man. I love that brother, man. We had the best build in that live stream. He said the credit 12 hours, but it cut it off with 11 hours. You know, the StreamYards. That's what I'm talking about. That's a long stream I've been on. Over there, if you go over to Kuda's channel or subscribe, whatever, or just check him out. He does a little different thing. Yeah, he plays some music and the entertainment, but he does sprinkle some knowledge. And someone asked me, is he black? Yeah, he just, through all that, that's just buffers. But when you really talk to him to the side, when Angerman leaves, see, Angerman be over there every now and then. That's what they got mad when he sided with him or whatever. You know how it is. But Angerman's cool. I've been on panels with him over there. Mostly, probably about 8 times on every stream. Yeah, he's a good dude. Everything they say,
I have never been Angry Man's friend in life.
But I'm saying like this. But my experience of him, you know, noticing like people always talk bad about him. I said, man, he's all right. I mean, when we talk about something different. We didn't talk about no pill stuff. We talked about a little entertainment, something I knew. And the conversation was good, man. You know, he appreciated me, and I don't rub nothing in his face. I let him have it. That's like, you know, because he's infamous like that. But I be seeing him over at Rogers on panels too. But on Kuz, man, it's a different ball game. He's down to earth. He's just like, look, I'm just here to chill. I'm good. But he did get pissed off at Jerome about the grandma thing. That was like a bad stream. I endured that. That's the only time I got in it with a bad panel that day. It was a long panel, but it was bad. But the female kind of derailed it.
That's generally
he got upset about it. Yeah,
that's generally what happens. I don't think me and Angry Man have ever had a good relationship per se. We can talk for a little while. He's an all right dude, though. I mean, I'm sure he's all right. I'm sure
Anthony, his content is pretty good. You can check him out, but it ain't just, it's a combination of a lot of things. He does talk about equipment and audio and things like that in podcasts. And yeah, he talks about music, but he also talks about other things too. He does the philosophy. He don't get into it because he gets distracted by other people because they talk about different things. He's helping them out. So he's kind of sick right now with the COVID, what he told me.
Who that?
So DJ Kuda, but he's all right.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah. I haven't talked to him yet. Yeah.
Well, no, I thought it was something different. I thought it was like an accident or whatever.
No, he had a car accident. He survived that, and he's been in so many of them in DC. And then he had this COVID thing from a party, whatever. You know, that's how he got. He said, "I think I got COVID." He said, "Like, oh shit." We talked about it on the panel. Yeah, you liked it. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. But he's well balanced. Yeah, he's multifaceted. Yeah, AM he's a different type cat. And I noticed that on that panel where Kuda's like every third show. I was like, well, damn, this dude is, I see why people like Angry Man. I see. But it's my perspective of him. You know, I have no issues with him. You know,
I've been on some panels with Angry Man. I mean, I like him for the most part. You know, when he's not fucking getting into the shit with people, with starters or whatever like that, dude, the dude has good content, man.
Yeah, he's good.
I can't even deny it.
I would never speak on his content because number one, I haven't watched enough of it, and I think it is fair to say he can garner an audience because I mean, shit, he's done it like 7 times, so I mean, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
I just never liked him as a person. I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just like, you know, to each their own type shit.
Teach his own, yeah. And let me tell you something, PK. That's fair to say. I used to be the same way until I got on panels with him. I'm like, oh man, he's all right. And then
me and him been on panels together. We never got along.
Yeah. He exposed a lot of stuff about people, even though he's supposed to. He said, I ain't perfect. You know, he said what he said on his stream. He said, I fucked up. I said, well, damn, Angry Man, you talking about yourself. And it's kind of funny when you really get into his what is it called, his street conservative platform. And I was looking at that. I was like, I mean, I thought you sound like them other right dudes, but he sounds a little different. I don't think he's extreme, but I understand where he's coming from. But the boss talk, that's what people like the most. I think that's part of his I guess persona, whatever, you know, but he said this on the earlier stream on Skywatch. He said, I'm done with relationships, bro. I'm done talking about it. He trying to move around and stuff. I mean, shouts out to him, man. He's doing good things. So
all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah. But it's okay. You know, no, you cool.
No, I hear what PK said.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
it's all good. It's all good. You can
with
say what you want on this channel.
don't.
I mean, yeah.
It's like you either get along with people or you don't, and then sometimes there's an in between. There's like the in between. Because I'm like that, and I've been supporting motherfuckers around this space for a long ass time, man. Like on the back end, you know what I mean. And there's a lot of motherfuckers that I just barely halfway agree with, and I'll still support their channel. But until I hear some real shit that I just get tired of hearing, then I'll just either unsubscribe or stop supporting. It's not a big thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to. Like I said, I'm a pretty chill dude, man. I don't impress anything upon anybody. You know, you got homies that I don't rock with. That's cool. That's your business. Just, you know what I'm saying, if shit blow up, don't look at me like I ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I'm not even putting on judgment on you, dog, for not liking somebody that I'm cool with. You know.
Yeah.
PK, I don't do that shit to people.
PK, that's welcome on my channel. I try to have different people. I try not to make it click based. I'm more like a Gold Professor and Roger a little bit in between those dudes
Hey
because
man,
when
you
they,
will always be a
yeah,
good dude in my book as
yeah,
long as you don't bring no
yeah.
feminists up here. We'll be
No,
good.
I don't bring. I'm good. They don't like me anyway. I'll tell you why. Sister George and then what's her name, JS. They don't like me because the way I talk, they just get intimidated. They get upset when I try to correct them. I was on panels and they said, "Oh, this dude, we can't get him." You know, they get upset.
Oh, you
They
was on their panels before?
yeah, over at Kuda's, and they got mad because the
Oh.
stuff old boy did to Kuda and Angry Man because they were adamant about it. I understand why, but I try to stay out of that drama because it goes back to that boy Hammer. So he fucked that up. So you know, but Zero's kind of chill with that. He said, "No, I'm good on that." And he was trying to give me a conversation going on his panel. I said, "Zero, you know what it is? It's Kuda and things like that." I was going to ask Tassie, "Where's all this Kuda hate from?" You know, but he had to go. But he does 2 to 3 hour live streams like myself. But you know, we get to the point and we're done. You know, but a lot of people can do this like 8 to 10 hours. You know, like everybody's blowing up with views. So yeah, if you want entertainment, go ahead.
Man, I missed them days. And then with the fact that you guys get to make money off this shit, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. If it was me, I'd be getting them butter biscuits too, my nigga. Like it's just too good. Yeah. I'm getting them, bro. Shoveling them in my mouth.
You know who I thought you was at first, PK? I thought you was what's his name? I thought you was Mr. Z at first.
No,
because I saw PK in the chat with the YouTube name, but then I saw when I heard the speaker on the panel was a different name. I'm like, okay, so that's PK. But then I realized it wasn't you.
Me and Mr. Z are cool.
Yeah, Mr. Z.
I'm cool with Mr. Z.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, can I come to your channel? I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, we got like different ideologies and shit like that. But like I said, dog, I don't discriminate. Like I can build with believers, 85ers. I can do all kind of shit, man. But don't come at me with no relationship shit because my whole thing on that is completely different. I don't even want to really, be getting into that type of shit.
I tell you this, I had DS1 over here from the Masculine Mercenaries. I mean, he liked my channel. He subscribed to me. He's a good dude. I like his content. I had a bunch of I had Rashawn Benton come over to Kudas, and he's a cool dude. He does music. I mean, my platform is diverse. Anyway, my subscribers in general is diverse. I mean, yes, I have some Moors, Hebrew Israelites, some pro-blacks, some Manosphere dudes. It's a combination. My channel is like what it represents. Yes, we talk about black stuff over here, but I talk about a little esoteric stuff every now and then. But it's a combination. It's like a diverse channel. BGS does the same thing. He's just careful with his because he's got all these scholars with him, and I respect that. And I think Zero said one time, years ago, he said, it wasn't like what it is now. You just can't talk to him. No, you can't. Because I've been on panels with him like 10 times. I'm like, damn, that's a lot. I mean, he's a good dude. I mean, from my perspective, he's a good
BGS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From an elder, from an elder, I listen to him. So,
Yeah, he's a pretty good dude. Yeah.
I've been listening to BGS since 2015, and I was really liking his Black Pill content. You know what I mean? Because there wasn't a lot of people that was explaining Black Pill, even though when I was trying to explain it, I couldn't get into it like him because he brought the esoteric side of it. You know what I'm saying? Then Zero would do a lot of it. But before I started hopping on panels, I was just in the chats. And now I talk about it, for the most part. And I think people still don't understand. They just look up Black Pill and they automatically see incel Wikipedia. I'm like, that's not even fucking Black Pill, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of new.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess, unfortunately, right now we're in a situation where it's like the chicken or the egg. Because it's like, is there any relation in between this being a philosophy, or are we talking about, what's it called? Face maxing, the incel shit, whatever the fuck.
Hype maxing. Jaw maxing. When I heard that shit, I was like, yo, I gotta get out of these. I gotta get out of those spaces, man. Them motherfuckers is blue pilled as fuck. But it is what it is, man. Like the world needs blue pill niggas, and I understand it. That's why I understand a lot of things. That's why I can rock with a lot of motherfuckers, because I deal with equality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I deal with equality from Supreme Mathematics, so it's kind of like I just want to, listen to motherfuckers and get their little perspective, and then I'll bring my shit in. But I might kick a couple chairs. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you're not, as
Yeah.
long as you don't flip the table on niggas, I think most people are okay with that.
I think I flipped the table on niggas, and they didn't even realize I flipped the table. To be honest with you.
That's not good then.
Well,
Nah,
New
they
does that
realize-
every chat. He does that every chat, man. New ain't be playing, man. He's a real dude. He's a real dude. That's why I like New. He's different, than most people. He's more balanced. Even though he's a nihilist, I appreciate him though, his honesty and say, look, this is what I am. If you gonna fuck with me or not, that's why I always liked him. Yeah,
I think people resonate with a lot of more things than they think they do. That's why I have an understanding of a lot of things.
Rada gotta put 0 in the chat. His channel, if you want to check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a decent channel. Like he's got good content. I don't know. He don't stream like normally he does. I think he does Zoom, but I don't be over there as much. So I be bouncing around and look at other content besides Manosphere. My subscription is a little different. I listen to little podcasts and things like that nature. So
yeah, I do too. My shit's all hidden though.
Yeah,
everything.
You got a channel, PK?
No, I don't have a channel. I have I guess you could say I have a channel because we're on YouTube, but I don't.
But
I don't
you
have
haven't
an
made a
active
channel.
Yeah, I haven't produced any content here.
Right.
The only thing I produced was, I think you could probably go into my channel right now if you click my name and see. I've only put up a music video from like maybe 8 or 9 years ago, but that was specifically for my Twitch channel that I made and put on there.
Okay.
That was you. That was back at my Twitch channel. I used to stream back from 2007 to 2011, 2012, and that's when I quit streaming because I didn't have the time or the interest to continue. And back then, people wasn't making boo-boo bucks off of streaming.
Yeah,
so,
I was around for before it, before it was actually like, Black YouTube. I came around in the Manosphere before it was like the whole black and white type of thing. And then I went to the apprenticeship program for 5 years. So I was gone for a minute. And then I came back around 2016 and I was just in chats and, Google Hangouts a little bit, go back, listen to them. Then, when people start doing the whole StreamYard thing, I didn't even start chatting until I think the end of 2016. But I was in comments.
Did you ever talk on and with BGS at any point?
I left some comments in his shit.
I've seen your comments. We've interacted too in the comments.
Yeah.
But
I'm talking about years ago. Like I was in his comment section, and then I actually we kind of got a hold of each other. But I think when he called me, I was at work because I did want to talk to him because I like BGS.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got a problem with the dude. But I haven't talked to him since, and I be in his chats. You know what I'm saying? Like he reached me up one time. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I saw that last year. Yeah.
I was surprised because he don't have very many mods on it in his.
Nah, he's very selective and careful. That's why if you be around long enough to his content, he'll give you one eventually. Or if he comes to your channel, it's a give and take. I did that with DS1. I think I wrenched him up and I didn't have a wrench over there. He gave me one because I gave him one, it's like a 2 for 2 thing. And I think I got one from Red Sings the Blues. Shouts out to him, man. He gave me one. And I was shocked. And when I looked at his recent live stream, I said, well, damn, Red. Because I kept sharing his videos. And that's the trick, and
dude, I learned that. I got a lot of wrenches around here, man.
I mean, I got wrenches for I got one from Grinch when I shared his, and he gave me one when he did a live stream the other day, and I was like, a couple of days, like on the weekend, I said, well, damn, Wrench, I appreciate it, man.
Man, I don't ever really think anything about it, dude, because I'm just
to me, I don't really care either. I don't really care either.
I kind of think about it like
I was like, I was shocked for certain individuals you subscribe to, but but Kuda gave me one on March 6th, when that thing happened.
You ever think of like how it feels to be conscripted by like the fucking the Russian army or some shit like that? Like
Yeah.
someone just walks in and puts a gun to your head, like you got a job to do, motherfucker. That's how I feel when I get arrested. Like, okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to moderate a chat because I don't have time to go through and give out links and do research and do this and do that. But the thing is, I was still popping shit before I had wrenches. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get timed out very much, depending on where I go. You know what I mean? But even if I didn't have a wrench or somebody, I'm still gonna pop the same shit. I'll probably be timed out to infinity, but it don't matter to me. Like the wrench thing don't make a difference.
Oh, I blocked that person new.
Oh, you did?
I blocked it. Yeah, I don't see her in the live stream chat. No, I blocked her. Yeah, that's Roger's troll. Yes, that's Roger's troll.
But see, you just blocked her from you seeing her comments, but you didn't hide her from the chat. That's different.
No, I didn't. Yeah, that's different. But I blocked her from YouTube, and I don't see her in the chat. Yeah, y'all can time her, y'all can hide her, and she'll go away. It's a child. I try to find that little anime picture of her from Roger, and I said, oh my god, this is.
Thank you. Permission granted.
Yeah. Get out of here with that. Yeah, it started over at Roger Report, and I felt sorry for him. You know how they do these kids these days. It's just like B just said, that diesel culture, man. I'm shaking my head. It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
But you missed when she came over to fucking Rogish and shit, and I got on a panel. Were you there for that?
No, I wasn't there, but I heard about it. I was like, oh
yeah, man. Like
that's that Roger's troll, man.
Yeah, after that stream, Rogish went live, and then she fucking found her fucking panel prostituting ass over there. And then got on a panel like, I just want some sex. I'm like, we ain't talk about that, yo. Yeah.
Huh.
My God.
Yeah, that's yeah, this person needs to be banned from everywhere. We need to send out a goddamn hit list.
Hey, the power of my thumb is great.
I think Rogers and them is trying to be on the way with that, sir. I mean, they trying, and I will too. I mean, yeah, she's not welcome, man.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man, y'all can't be coming in here fucking up my shit.
I don't know. I got banned. I remember I've been banned. I've been kicked out the manosphere.
How does that work?
No, I got kicked out, man. Like I got banned everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went off, and then everybody.
People say that shit. It's like it's a digital space.
Yeah, everybody banned me. I came in with some hot takes initially, and even BGS wasn't having my shit back in the day. And then, time went on, and some of the things I said back then turned out to be true. A lot of what I said back then turned out to be true.
Yeah. Right. I mean, technically, you're not really banned because 1.0 never did that. I mean, guys stood around and they left around 2014. And I think BGS started coming these type spaces that's conscious, like, right, what do you say, 2012, 2013 on the MGTOW side. And then he came over to Sphere in 2015. His story is unique. And I'll tell you why, because this is technically my second channel. My first channel was flagged around this time too, 2012. I'll say some high powerful stuff back then against the people at the top when they started censoring everybody. This is where the really people from the real right, they left, and the ones in the center, they say, oh fuck it, we ain't dealing with it no more. So that's why you got this left and right paradigm. That's where you get the guys like what Galvin McKinnon, Smiley Yiannopoulos going against the third wave feminists. They had enough of this shit later on when Trump got in there and they was supporting Trump in the beginning. You stop hearing them over the years and they try to impeach Trump. And I know why, but and then COVID came and B just tried to tell, well, he's not going to win. I knew he wasn't going to win because of the COVID. And then he just want to fight on. And then you had your boys, fantastic. I call him Mr. Fitnall, man. Like, come on, man. You're not going to win that fight. And then him and MOT went at it. That was a whole last year. That's what it was about. And then the split happened thanks to Hammer's ass. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, and the split happened with Hammer with the game with the game stuff, and then Kuda tried to help the boy. He said, "Dude, just do your schoolwork, quit thinking about women." And then he tried to tell him about the starter chick thing, which is, I would say, it's like a little setup, but I'm just saying I blame Hammer for that. He was just so damn thirsty, trying to get some ass, and BJ tried to tell him like, "Look, man, you gotta stay in your books, man." He was too young, man. He has a stuttering problem. He needs a speech therapist. I feel sorry for the dude, man. Like
I can't. I'm not going to drag this man.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know who he
you know,
is. I
but no,
can't-
he be
I
on
can't
those
help you on
panels with
that.
BGS. But I try to help him. Like in the past, I'm like, dude, you can't be buying like views and stuff. And then Kuda try to help him. You know, we tried, and I'm like, he just refused. That's a millennial for you. They don't listen. He's like, fuck it. Da, da, da. I'm like, okay. And then you know how that went. And then March, I've been having a good year doing this and having nice bills, man. Like after the drama, it was great. And I think Art of New Style put his foot down with that woman, man. Like he knew Miss Gigi. I'm like, damn, I didn't know Art had it in him. I was like, shit, Art. And he told me, he said, no, he said it's not a good. I said, no, Art, it's a good thing. You did the right thing. She came at your head, man. Like he took her wrench and everything. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I only saw a portion of what took place there, but I mean, after I heard that portion, I was like, "Yo, get this bitch out of here, dude! Like, get her out! Like, she just disrespected you not once, but 3 times in a row, and you let it go. And you got to do something, you know." I mean, he finally did, so good on him, you know.
I mean, I didn't know he had it in him, but he tried to be calm. But he's a cool dude. He got my respect, though. That
can't be nice all the time.
No, you can't.
That shit don't work.
No, it don't work. What did Tassi just said? He was on the panel. He said they don't care. They don't care. Shouts out to him. But yeah, man, it's just. I mean, I'm over here chilling, but yeah, the topic like it was Purple Paradise, but I'll mention it in the description later after I get done with stream. I'll say we was talking about Purple Pill Paradise, you know, the new followers coming in. I was like, oh Lord.
Okay, well, let them have it. You know, if this is what the sphere will turn into, I don't mind. Let them have it. I don't give a shit.
That's let them have it, you know, because I know people's transitioning into better things, but you know, yeah, the true message is gonna come out. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, like not only that, but you know, we'll see which one ends up beating out which one. I mean, like if money and views is your only aim, then you know, good luck to you. You know,
good luck.
I don't see any issue. I don't see any issue with that. You know, these people, you know, those types of viewerships and followerships, you know, they'll last for a little while. You know, but when the winds change, which they always do, you know, you'll lose your following. It is what it is. Either what you're saying will be, you know, timeless and will carry on into the future.
Oh, go ahead, Sir Anthony. Yeah.
You know, or not.
Yo, sir, I gotta get out of here, man. I forgot. I gotta call my godbrother back, man.
Oh, okay, man.
Totally forgot. Yo, I'm gonna see y'all around, PK. I'm gonna see you in the chat too.
All right, man.
Oh, for sure, man. Take care, man. Hope
to see you. Man. Hey, thanks for having me up, sir.
Oh, not a problem. You're always welcome, dude. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.
That's the fam right there. He's a good dude.
Yeah,
he tries to act like he's not a good dude.
No, he's good. He's funny as hell, man. Like every time in chats and Roger, he be saying some wild stuff, and even though we're the same zodiac, it is so funny, man. It's just like
hold on, you and Roger?
No, me and News the same zodiac. We're Taurus. We're Tauruses, and then he figured out. He said, "What's your birthday?" It's like mine was on the 2nd because I was my birthday was that Sunday. Gino's his was on the 1st. He said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, we're the same sign." So you know. And then B just said he told me happy birthday in a super chat. He said, "Yeah, we're surrounded like a lot of bulls." I was in the Art of Itmore's when he had a birthday thing on May 3rd, and he had it on his live stream. Yeah. I said, yeah, we're all the same sign as him. So it's neat. It ain't that many Taurians in this space. It's only a handful. Besides,
you got a lot. You got a whole crew now.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of Leos. That's what's her name? Topaz said, yeah, that too. I mean, Art of New Style and a few others. So, you know, I know. I mean, I don't know about the rest. But the Capricorns, I tell you, is like James Kill, DS1, DJ Kuda. He's a January Cap. I didn't know that. But him and DS1 got the same. I don't know if they got the same birthday, but they're close. So it makes sense.
Capricorn isn't January. I thought that was
It's December and January. It's December and January. It's early January and late December. Yeah, my sister's a December Capricorn, and they asked me my sister. Hers is on the 27th, so yeah, she's a Capricorn, and yeah, their sign is like it's kind of like LeBron and them. Yeah, they hold a lot of secrets. Yeah, they hold a lot of secrets, but they're good business people. I tell you that because they're a cardinal sign, so you know I know all of them.
Oh, so you know? Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea about. I just enjoy it. You know.
Yeah,
I'll do
a stream on the characteristics probably in July, around the 4th. I'll do that in pieces. I'm gonna make a 2-stream thing, and then I think I'm gonna do one with the water first. Hold on, the water and the earth around the same day, and then I'm gonna do the other ones in one on the 4th. So I got time to do those on the 4th of July weekend, because it's like a 3-part series, but the last part will be on the 6th. I'm gonna deal with the quality signs, like you see. You got fixed, cardinal, and mutable. I'm gonna find another zodiac page. I'm gonna do some more research on it, because those are streams I'm gonna look forward to in July. And then I'm gonna deal the which got black pill versus red pill knowledge in general. I'm gonna talk about similar to what we talked about here tonight. So go in depth why it's not accepted, and most people are still stuck in the blue pill realm. So but yeah, man, it's been like 2 hours.
All right, well, might need to wrap it up. Then don't want to hold you too late, man.
No, you good, man. I mean, appreciate you, man, for stopping by. I'm glad we had this conversation, and I'm glad that you comment on that utilitarian, because I wanted to ask you about it, but at the time I knew you wasn't sober. But I'm just saying, I was gonna make a video, but I didn't know if you had a channel, because at the time I wasn't a mod over at Art of It More, so you know how it is. But I can be found in search. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to have the conversation more in depth, and we can go into,
Yeah, I got one this weekend. I got one this weekend on Sunday. I think it's like 2:15 or something like that. If you can't make it, that's fine. But I'll leave it up. I'll do the stream. So yeah.
I mean, if I as long as I'm free, because I got a lot going on in my personal life, like
yeah,
life.
But I'll leave the stream up. I'll leave the stream up for you. Yeah, it's an open. I would say it's an open discussion.
Yeah, I'll pop by as long as I'm free, definitely. Though.
Yeah,
because I mean, there are different types of utilitarianism, and so
yeah,
we could go over
I got links. I got links for days for that, man. I got a bunch of them in my bookmarks. I'll find them and post them up, and then we'll go through them. And then I'll go the one with the college one from Texas with the pros and cons. I'll let you have that link so you can keep or whatever in your stash, whatever. So
Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you letting me up, man. I'm gonna hop on down and out of here, and I will hope to catch you on Sunday.
All right.
All right, take it easy, bro.
All right, peace, PK. Yeah, man. This has been a great stream, man. I enjoyed it. It's been 2 hours, and shouts out to everybody that came. Wanji's, Shaka Nulu, known as New, Sir Anthony, Rod of God of podcast, Luke Brother. Appreciate y'all coming by. Who else came by? Let's see what's going on in here. Let's see this. I know. Third Ward, he came by. American Negro, salute to you, brother. Appreciate you for stopping by. The Glorious One, appreciate you, man. Not a problem. Shouts out to the Logic Spirit, aka Top City. He came by. Salute, man. Sexy Red, Renaissance Chick. Appreciate you for coming by. And who else came through? Yeah. So with that, I want to say okay. All right, PK. Shouts out to you, man. So with that, I want to say peace and shalom. Hold on.